Are we live?
We off?
You're doing great.
Take two! Hi! Welcome to Vitamin D. You can get your daily dose of nerdom in the form of Dungeons & Dragons, video games, escape rooms, and other crazy nerdy content. We are going through our campaign of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. However, we got some exciting news, and I just want to get to that. So, after lots of hard work and staying consistent with our content and trying to provide you guys with lots of other things, we officially have our first affiliation with Hero Forge. Put them up there. Hero Forge is an absolutely wonderful online place where you can customize your miniatures down to exceptional details, so much that we use ours for the characters that we did after trying to replicate some character art that was already done, and we were able to make it like rather accurate, and that just goes to show just how customizable it is. So if you guys want that, there are links on our Twitch page and how to go over for it. You guys can get a nice little discount when using our referral code, and you can make your own custom miniatures. You can even get them as digital downloads if you're playing on like Roll20 or Tailspire. You can just have those. And you can also make like tokens and stuff if you want to use that. So yeah, go ahead and click on it. Another quick shout out is to Sirenscape. We use them a lot on the show as well. Beautiful ambient world generator in the background, sound effects, some of which are like incredibly specific for all the Wizards of Coast adventures. So naturally, we use them for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. That's our current campaign. Other than that, is there any announcements? Do you guys want to speak about any announcements? Because we had a hell of a session like last week, and then now we're trying to
watch my one shot. Nothing went wrong.
There we go. Yeah, Casey was nice enough to host one of the one shots, his first one shot on the channel, called the Clockwork Tower. That's up. You guys can go ahead and have a look at that. I was actually able to play, and I was very excited about it. It was nuts.
Everybody got their A game for their characters. It was fantastic. I spent a good portion of it just laughing at all of you, so that was great.
Yeah, it was good times.
It was delightful.
Yeah. But I mean, if that's all, we can cut to the intro because I just want to get into the session. You guys left it off on a beautiful note last time.
I'm terrible.
I'm not. All right, so if that's the case, we're gonna cut over to our intro before we begin the next episode. Take three of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah.
We're back. Okay, so last we left off. For the past few weeks, after collectively coming together, some of us from outside of town, some of us from inside of town, a little group of adventurers called the Good People have started to do some good around the world of Icewind Haven. It's 10 towns, especially for the town of East Haven. Going so far as to finding the reason why fishermen are disappearing, killing a hag, and a half-destroyed frost giant skeleton, to the point of some naughty goblins stopping people on trade routes and putting them in their place. Sometimes befriending some animals and doing some good around the towns of East Haven. However, an almost recent endeavor, after exploring a strange place in the middle of the Frostlands known as the Spire, as far as we can tell, haven't found a simulacrum, an illusory copy of Zong, the Red Wizard of Thay, that you guys saw burnt alive on your very first day. After discovering a device that allowed him to transform into a real individual, now named Dizzy, you guys are headed out from the Spire, back towards the town of East 7, bringing Dizzy with you. Woo! Hello! Yeah. Upon which we found a little bit of more clues as to Gwydion the Great's real identity. A ring given by the necromancer, Dizzy, that once fitted on your finger brought you to your original form. An elvish woman with short hair, tattoos of like makeup inscription marks around her eyes, and a scar decorating her two bottom lips. But for the first time since you've been conscious, you've had actual feelings of flesh and organs and some semblance of your identity. Heading back along towards East Haven, we happen to find a figure crouched over inside a blizzard. Upon some careful investigation from afar, crossbolt fire was shot. At first, we were pretty careful. Crossbow bolt fired just at the feet beneath her, bouncing off something hard underneath the snow. Before long, large wings expanded over, and an ancient white dragon, a massive colossal beast, flew off into the sky, and as we were covered inside the blankets of snow it left over the top of you, flew away, leaving you guys shaken, but headed back to the town of East Haven, alive and in one piece. We arrived back to see some familiar figures. Ronaldo, the bard of the White Lady Inn. Very excited to see Donna Bonnie. And Remy Benoit, figure from our rogue Tobias' past. Getting along, talking about culture, drinking, poems, songs, books. But as the night went on, Ronaldo and Donna enjoyed some charcuterie and wine at the bar. At the table with our new favorite uncle, Uncle Remy Benoit, got a little drunk and decided maybe let's raid the town library, see what kind of secrets that we can find. Remy seemed to believe that they kept something from Dazan after they executed him. So, upon heading out to the town library and the town hall, doing our best to keep as quiet as we possibly can, we managed to sneak on in. But as we progressed towards the library, we noticed a familiar statue that had been knocked down and stolen by Dwargar in the past. There was a figure sitting over, crying, a woman's long hair covering her face. And as Gwydion the Great, or Gwen, as we go by now, approached the figure a little loudly, she turned around and attempted to possess you.
That was weird.
Combat ensued and abruptly ended when a massive fireball went flying towards the ghost, hitting the side of the town hall, splitting off wood and half of the side of the wall, flying into the town sky. As guards started running in and bells were ringing, Tobias, our human rogue, ever the charmer, turned to you lot and told you to run. Remy and Dizzy disappearing. Borla and Gwen headed off inside the town of East Hill, back towards the White Lady Inn. As far as you guys know, Tobias was left with the guards. So, as nighttime progressed and right about this time of events, Ronaldo, waking up inside the bed next to you, sweating, hair matted to his head,
Really gross.
fell off the side of the bed, threw up multiple times before looking at you, exclaiming that the White Lady, in her final moments, reached out to Ronaldo before he felt her die. And our adventure today is going to pick up right after that, as Borla and Gwen, now your boots crunching through the snow, hearing the chaos still from the town hall of people hard at work. There's a couple of voices now as guards have rushed past you at this point, doing their best. Some citizens have poked their head out now and then. Some of the guards are telling them to stay inside their houses as they're boarding up. And as we're approaching after midnight, right about at this moment, you guys are currently crunching inside the snow on your way back to the White Lady Inn.
Casual. Don't draw
Okay.
attention. to us.
Very casual.
Casual.
Thank God he took the rap for that.
Yeah, he'll be alright, right?
I don't know. Yeah, he'll be good. I'm so tired, and also I need to throw up a lot. Let's go.
It's amazing what, like, a brisk jog and some light firebombing can do for your drunkenness.
I feel sober and terrible now. I'm just running back to the inn. I just want to get to the inn.
Alright.
Don't run to calm.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
running away.
You're running or?
Running away from the fire is probably a good idea.
I am gonna walk as fast as I can.
Power walk, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna power walk.
A brisk power walk. For the sake of it,
Anybody
roll me
know I
performance rolls.
No!
Let's see how nonchalant we all get.
I can be pretty nonchalant.
Dude, you've done it before.
No!
20.
Hey!
Wow.
It's so good.
Or minus 1.
Okay,
Minus
natural
one.
10, so 19 total.
15.
And 15, okay.
Pretty
Wow.
convincing.
Now that I see here, folks.
Somehow,
Move along.
just marching on through, anyone that sticks their head out will look at you, but then immediately look at the chaos as
Yeah.
Borla is just
Sure.
trudging on through. Now and then, looks like you step, but you correct it as best as you can.
Yep.
Rolled an ankle.
Yeah, and you did all right. You did all right. For the most part, we're pretty convincing. Power walking, and it doesn't take you too long before you guys head back into the White Lady Inn. And as you push the door open to walk on inside, you're noticing nobody's inside the tavern at this moment in time. Barnabon is, well, you assume it's Barnabon. He's working in the back. He hears some clamoring, but it looks at this point that it's at the stage of we're dying down for the night. There's some chairs that have been put on the tables and everything else. So you guys walk into a place alone.
We should tell Donner about this.
Should we?
Yeah, we should tell her right now.
I mean, at
Should
this
we?
point, I'm running down the stairs holding Ronaldo.
Oh.
Oh, there they are.
So you guys see running down, and your immediate sight is Donna Bonnie holding the body of Ronaldo, who's still panting heavily. His eyes are kind of really glazed over. His hair is kind of matted to his face, but for the most part, he seems to have calmed down. Face is a bit pale, but yeah, yes.
Everything okay?
No. What'd you guys do?
What,
Guys,
what
we're
did we
not
do?
Nothing. Why do we do?
Why
Why do
did
we
we
do
do?
anything?
Why do you think we did
Where
something?
I saw you power walking
Why?
from the window. It looked really, really suspicious.
I burned down the library. I burned the whole library.
Yeah, so that
It's gone. That whole wall.
maybe not like within earshot of the.
At that point, there's the familiar old grizzled face of like the 50, 60-year-old human male, as you guys know, as Bartabon, the very one that drove you in on the wagon on the inside. Has poked his head out for a little bit, and he's like, what did I just hear?
Yo, can we get some tonic real quick before we dive into any explanation? Can we have some tonic for Ronaldo, please?
Yeah, shit, of
Or
course.
something.
He sees
Smelling
Ronaldo's
salts.
condition.
anything.
He runs to the back, and you just hear scrambling at the back there at the very sight of Ronaldo going through this again. Takes him some time before he comes back. He's got several options. There's no smelling salts or whatever, but he's brought back like some really potent like chili peppers that are like dried, and he's just doing. He's like, I'll be honest, this is new to me. I don't know what. He slaps Ronaldo's face. Oh, no, normally that works. He just picks up some chili peppers and he's starting to grind them together. He's like, no?
No, he just vomited. Do you think this is gonna go well?
What?
do you think?
I don't know what to do.
There's no doctor in this town.
Bread?
I can get
Bread.
bread. Oh, this is expensive music.
Don't touch your eyes.
What? Okay, and he just kind of gets to the back. Eventually he does come back with bread, and
Jesus, fucking.
after some
You're
time,
not good in panic situations.
Ronaldo,
Some people.
after some time, Ronaldo is starting to come to, and some water is kind of brought out for him as well. Bartman brings out a blanket to put around his shoulders for a little bit before Ronaldo kind of comes to. Oh, wow. That's new.
So what happened, buddy?
I guess I had a bit of a nightmare and it became a little vivid. It was her. I heard the White Lady speak to me since the last episode. Yeah, she was in a lot of pain.
The ghost?
She's usually the ghost that we conducted the seance with. Her and I were connected for a long time since I arrived. And
Yeah, what happened to her?
She died. I felt her.
Just now?
She died.
I
So it
thought
wasn't a
she just-
nightmare, was it? Ronaldo? You think she actually died? Is she dead?
Yeah, no, this was a connection. This is her reaching out to me. It felt like when that other thing reached out to connect to me to talk to you the first time. I know that, and she needed my help, and then I felt her leave.
Wasn't she already dead?
That's a good point, and we should consider that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no expert in ghosts, but
You are.
well, I can talk to them. Clairvoyant. I'm not knowledgeable on it.
Is this bad that she died? Is this bad? Like,
Yeah, was she
what
like
are
a
the
good
what are the
ghost?
consequences?
Is anybody gonna care?
I mean, I'm
She answered some questions, but
I'm
was she good?
What is she
happy about it. She was a victim.
Oh no.
What is? Okay,
She was
a victim?
murdered by her husband.
Oh, murdered by her husband, huh?
You know how many people
Sounds
that
pretty shitty.
Well, you know,
Sorry,
we
Ronaldo.
didn't need a ghost,
No,
but
that's
he
the
could have been a different
So,
ghost. I don't want to say that they all look the same,
There
but
was
they're
a-
clear.
alright, there was a ghost.
There was a ghost.
This
We
ghost-
don't know that it's that ghost.
You guys saw a ghost?
Or that she was
And
the
this
ghost.
this ghost tried to possess.
Yeah,
Right.
trying to eat my soul.
Right.
So,
We retaliated.
and just, just a one small, tiny little fireball.
I feel like the ghost started it.
Yeah. I mean, not to talk rude about people who are double dead.
This is a lot to wake up to.
Could have been a different ghost, even. We don't know.
First
I'm
of all,
sorry,
you guys had a
Ronaldo.
battle without me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Second
I
of
tried
all,
to invite you along, but I was a little out of sorts.
okay, you cannot drink in battle.
This
is what we've learned.
And historically, I've been okay, but you might be right.
This is my first time, but it was fun. Until the library blew up and the ghost.
Right. It was okay. I was like hunting things, and I was like a little drunk. It's not a big deal, but
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
some nuance
I mean,
to a
what do we
breaking and
do?
entering.
Fun.
I could try to communicate with her, but I felt her die.
Okay.
She's gone.
Okay.
And I don't know
I'm sorry for
My-
your
what
loss.
the steps are going from to another. I mean, she deserved better than that.
Is she the only one you could connect to, besides the one that tried to possess you?
The only one that I've
Made friends with?
Yeah, actively connected with, but
So Ronaldo's only ghost friend?
Why was she
That-
trying to eat my soul then, huh?
I don't know an answer for her. But
That's true. Maybe if we released her to the afterlife of some.
I would imagine that you become
She's somewhere better.
an ethereal being because you had a wonderful life. She was ridden with anger for what happened. She
Right.
was.
My thing is, maybe you talk to somebody about it. Get over it.
Who was her
Work
husband?
through it.
Yeah, we could go kill her
husband?
husband.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
He
we
was
could
a
kill
the
the
husband.
A merchant
Does that
in
make you feel
Icewind. Oh no, he's long dead.
Oh, well then what is she keeping this all about?
He was he was like a prestigious figure out here in East Haven. He did a lot of the work with the harbor. Up in Lackdinshire when we still had.
You kill this ghost.
I can feel the heat coming from that side of the table on my face, and it's just a bit much.
Yeah. How can I help you? Do you want me to kill a different ghost? Do you
No,
want me to... I'm also dead.
let's just halt the killing for a second. That would be cool. So
Okay,
Right.
noted. I'll
Yeah,
kill it
that would
for
be
right now. We'll pick it up later.
Shit.
Do you need to rest? Like, what would you like from them? I don't do anything.
Like a
Like, what would
seltzer?
you like? A seltzer.
Like,
Well,
yeah, you're gonna be okay, right? There wasn't like some symbiosis going on there, right?
like a part of you did die,
Right.
right? No,
As far as I can tell, I'm all here. The connection was there. There are physical aspects, from our last, episode
no.
that happened over here. I threw up blood and came out of my eyes and my
okay.
ears.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
quite a lot.
It was
It's
When I heard
excruciating
physical
pain.
connection, I thought, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Good to know.
That's, no.
Look, I'm dead. It's not off the table for me.
Just
Okay.
so you know, you're free to do whatever
Say
you
no.
want. Like, I understand, but
I'm not into Ronaldo.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's just yeah. Thank you
I'm
for
not
that.
into
Like,
Ronaldo. I'm just
anyway.
ready to mingle.
alright.
Okay.
Side note.
Yeah, I mean, did she have any? Do we know if she had any other unfinished business? Kind of keeping her around other than rage? Could always do. Very posthumously take care of it.
Yeah, she had like a wish list that we could check off.
Double
Once-
posthumously.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, I've never inquired anything with her. It's
Right.
always been the other way around.
Ask questions about stuff, and she's like,
Yeah.
sorry.
It works when I invite her in. That's how that connection works. It's I never demanded or pushed anything onto her.
Okay.
So that's
I
fine.
hire.
Yeah. No, I
Sorry
felt
about
that.
All I have to say is, oops. Oops.
I suppose that's appropriate. Part of one, can I get some wine? Just and part of one say, yep. I'm gonna forget everything I heard.
I was about to ask
Yeah,
that,
that's
yeah.
Thanks,
Good,
Marty.
yeah.
Thank you.
Like, no one,
You're a real one.
no actual person got hurt, so
Good. Like,
Forget all that damage about public property.
yeah.
probably needed a
When you bring it up,
remodeling.
it's hard
I
to
do
keep
forget
forgetting,
a lot.
Well, do you have any gold to give Barty
But yeah,
for his, I mean, that's a very nice gesture to forget everything that he just heard.
I think we've maybe
I'm gonna flip him one gold piece.
think you've
and
given
give
enough?
me-
we've done good things. We keep buying things.
Right. He goes and he puts it
My
back.
tab's still open.
He
Drink your
goes
donut?
and brings some wine
There
for
we go.
Ronaldo,
One
and he's
gold.
like, while I'm, serving, is there anything that I can get the rest of you?
Is
I'll
there
take
anything we can do for you? You've been so kind to us.
Well, now
I mean,
you're offering your gold.
He kind of gestures
Don't have
out
enough money.
to the White Lady Inn, and as you guys kind of take it in, and all the improvements that he's able to been doing
Ah.
ever since the good people were like associated with this place.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, you guys have done enough. Just be easy on this guy. He gestures to Ronaldo for a little while, but
Ronaldo, I promise to not kill any ghosts in this town in the near future. For now.
sorry, I don't want to be misconstrued here. I mean, I get it. You defended yourself.
But
It's
buddy,
just,
if you're friends with these ghosts, I want you to have ghost friends, and I will not kill them.
I mean,
this
friend
particular
is,
area.
I don't know. There was a connection there, and I think I was literally the only person that she ever kind of had in the afterlife, and my how I would react to it was some aspect of trying to help her, but I do understand. I don't know how I would react
That's
trying to be possessed.
very understanding.
Hopefully the fire.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good man.
Yes.
Thank you.
I feel tired. I feel like I should go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, I think I'd yeah, I think it's
Sleep would be
some
good.
rest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Barbara, do you need help closing up? No, I got it. I'll keep the bath heating up if anyone wants to wash up. But yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll get tidied up. Why don't you guys go
You
upstairs?
guys are covered in soot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Bath would be good, yeah.
yeah, for the most part, and Ronaldo's sweaty, for the most part. But part of what goes about is his episode of tidying up. Eventually, the doors are closed, tables are put up, and you guys head back to your rooms, where I assume that you and Ronaldo have his room.
We
But,
still share a room, but I don't sleep watching you anymore. I have to sleep now.
Oh, okay.
So, but I just like knowing you're safe. Okay, little buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose a little
I sleep
Would
like
it be
right
weird
under your
then?
bed. You have a bed, and then I sleep under the bed. Like a little corkscrew position.
I mean,
Night, bud!
Um,
It's a big bed, but you just have it yourself.
there are two beds in the room.
There's a
I
another
knew you would
bed.
help.
You like it under there?
Makes me feel close to you, bud.
I mean, there's a
It's like a
top,
fort.
there's a top of a bed up here.
Mm.
Also, the other bed.
Oh. That's bougie. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'll try the other bed tonight. See how that feels.
All right. All right.
Alrighty.
That's it. Then we go to sleep.
Interesting experience.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Being the first time of like, since you've been like a person,
Yeah,
you've
sleeping.
camped in a wagon out in the wild. This is a very different experience, like feeling the warmth of linen and a pillow.
Oh.
Yeah, the wind is not waking you up every now and then with freezing cold blowing on you. You're safe inside the cavernous room for the most part,
And
and
me and Borla snoring.
sleep takes you very quickly.
Yeah.
The comfort it's a weird feeling. It's been before you're out. It's a delightful surprise
Baby.
as you're sleeping. There's a coming from Borla before you able to find sleep pretty quickly. For the most part, after Ronaldo's done washing up, he climbs into bed with you. He's like, all right, take two. Before he cuddles into you before you feel him his shoulders kind of just drop as he finally passes out. And for the most part, your wrist goes.
Oh no?
There was something that was going to happen. Just fucking, yeah, the morning comes.
And you
So
die.
it's a little bit bigger.
It's not breathing.
Actually, here's what we'll do for the fun of it. Why don't you roll me d20, d20, d20.
For what?
Just roll me d20.
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't know what's. Hey, we're both rolled 18s. Yeah.
You're so good at sleeping?
16.
16? Alright.
We're great at sleeping. Unless high is bad.
When, as soon as you open your eyes, you lock eyes with the other individual inside your room. As you guys both wake up at the exact same time, to the green of the aurora in the sky, just
Hi, friend.
slightly peeking out. It's not day.
Hello.
But strangely enough, as you slipped on your right and you slipped on your left, as you guys wake up and see each other. Oh, okay. You wake up before Ronaldo does, as he's just lightly now and then is just. And he stays asleep for quite some time.
I was tossing and turning,
Yeah,
kind of worried about him.
sure, naturally. But eventually he wakes up. Oh, good. Good. It's still here. Breakfast?
Were you worried you were gonna die?
Well, yeah, I just didn't want to wake up like that. Again.
Okay, yeah, breakfast sounds good. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, it'll take some time to get over it, but you know what happened, and you gotta move forward at this point. It's how it works, right?
It's so hard.
Maybe I'll write a song about it.
Yeah, just take all this pain and turn it into art.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Do you hold any resentment towards my friends?
No, resentment's a strong word.
Because yeah,
It's-
I just made it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
And I understand. I take your side.
Oh, wow. Thank you. No, there's no resentment.
Because I can talk to them if you want.
Just,
I don't know what I'd say.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know, like, where to begin. They defended themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and if it comes to the case where, like, you're with them and something that is danger comes away, I would much rather just address the danger, put it in its place, and then you get hurt. You know?
Oh.
Like, that's... Yeah, so... No resentment, no. I'm sad it happened this way, but I get it. Okay. Yeah. So... Bacon.
Okay.
And as you guys all eventually go about that, Barwan's already up doing his favorite thing inside the world, which is looking after his tavern, someone enters the room as
Lovely.
another patron comes on in, and Bardavon is already cooking away at the back. It doesn't take you guys too long before you get, your order of breakfast left at a table. You, as the time goes on, enjoying your breakfast, you don't see Tobias at any point, but eventually, Tyrus and the ever wonderful Pepe, the snow that accompanies them, they eventually come inside for a while before Tyrus just sits down with some breakfast. And he's just like, oh yeah, and he's just really happy to have some food, totally oblivious to everything that happened. And of course, Pepe gets some salted fish, and whiskey arrives on spots to see his best friend Pepe as the town cat and Pepe start to play. As Tyrus is enjoying his breakfast, he says, "Whew, I slept really good last night.
Yeah.
That was good."
Yeah.
Where's Tobias?
So, yeah.
That's a good point.
Anybody seen Science?
Sure, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
He's
fine.
Yeah, he's really good at getting himself out of things so that nothing would be happening to him right
Did
now,
he
right?
hit everything last night? By himself?
I don't know. I mean, we saw him last night, but,
Yep.
it was
Went for
a pretty chill
a
night.
stroll.
Yeah, went for a walk. We said goodbye. I haven't seen him since. Maybe he's still sleeping. Probably got in really late.
Yeah, I could still be asleep.
And I hope he's not in jail.
His head is still, but his piercing blue eyes are just darting between the two. He's like, what the fuck happened last night?
Your
So-
characters have to explain it again.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we can say-
fill him in.
Great, yeah.
And I just want to say, while you're still processing that, we were all in a bit of shock last night. Ronaldo, I actually want to apologize. I know Oops really didn't do it last night, but I still stand by Oops.
He was noobs for sure.
But for whatever it's worth, sorry.
Thank you, Marlon. That I appreciate it. So thank you.
Well, best thing to do is just move on. So having a morning ale.
Alright.
Just one.
We learn nothing.
Just one. Have one light ale.
Alright, yeah. You do get a one light ale, as Bardavon, of course, brings it as per usual. After you do this is alright. I guess we think about where to go next, but I'm gonna go see if I can find Tobias.
Yeah, you could check like the local police
See if
station
it's in the bar does anything.
or wherever the executioner
Check-
is.
check
Maybe
the
go
jail.
talk to him
I
really
mean, he
quickly.
could talk himself out in execution, I think.
Yeah. But just be on the lookout just in case, because that might be where he's headed to.
Sure.
Pick your friends.
Alright. Yeah, I suppose we'll meet back here. Maybe we'll just think about what our next move is. Just
Yeah.
too much trouble.
No, I think last heist for a while.
I reach over and grab Borla's ale and drink at least 3/4 of it.
Morning
No, might be really offended, but I feel like I deserve that.
And the Tyrus pushes out his chair for a little bit. He thanks Bardavon, and Whiskey and Pepe say goodbye. As Pepe and the Tyrus exit out of the tavern for a little while, you mean guys to know what's next?
Wow, so that was crazy. What happened in the whole of yesterday?
I was not to change the subject, but I was sleeping in a nice cushy bed last night. How was that?
Amazing. I think that's why my body hurts all the time, because I sleep on a cabin on a wagon floor,
Right.
and my bones hurt, and beds are so good. I can't believe
It's not bad.
I never used a bed.
I used to
And a
sleep
blanket?
outside, but yeah, I like
Put it on you. And there were no wolves anywhere. There were no wild animals. It was insane. So good.
It's pretty nice.
So good. But my head hurts a lot. So.
Oh right, that's a hangover.
It's terrible.
So you're
It
like
tastes bad.
now you're like 4 weeks old or something.
Yeah,
First
I don't
hangover, right?
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Drink water. See if there's anything greasy. And
Should we go ask around and see what the damages were?
Yeah, but let's imply that we didn't cause
Well,
it.
yeah. Yes.
Let's get our best lying faces
I'm
on.
gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not a good liar.
God, I wish the bias were here.
I'm not a good liar. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm not a good liar.
I crack under pressure like that.
So you do the talk.
Okay, I'll be the face today. All right.
You have to.
I go around the pub looking for townspeople, asking them what happened last night, see what their view is, so we can
Flash in the sky.
figure out if the good people are to blame for something.
Oh, that kind of a
so-
disaster.
Now then, when you approach another patron who's pretty excited to see you,
Okay.
because you are a part of you're the good people.
You're right.
Yeah, and so, but why don't you just roll me a persuasion check as you're just, making your rounds, talking to people.
I just want to know what damage
Yeah.
this might cause.
Woo-wee.
Well,
Anyone?
it's 17.
Okay, great. I'm gonna give you advantage on it as well because Tobias did his job last session. So.
I stand by 17.
17? Yeah, so 17 is definitely good enough. Spend your time talking to some of the patrons before a few of them aren't entirely too happy. Now and then there are some people that are like, I knew it. Frostmaiden's, she's finally striking back. There's people inside this
Yeah,
town.
Frostmaiden, she's
Then there's-
so mean.
Now and then there's an old gentleman who's like, I'm seeing footprints inside the snow, but there's no people around here. I'm telling you, we got snoopers running around inside here.
Wow.
Eventually you get to the point where you hear as to what's actually happening today inside East Haven. The town of East Haven is currently going under a lockdown for anyone coming in.
Ha.
They're stopping anyone from outside of East Haven coming inside. There are patrols that are currently marching around the city, doing their best just to keep everybody safe and looking for things. This is the most that the militia has currently been on guard, to the point where there are now several people, some of which are inspired by the good people, are volunteering to help the militia and marching around the town of East Haven, trying their best to keep things safe. Captain Arlagoth and Speaker Daneth Whalen are taking this extremely seriously.
Uh-huh.
There are actually 17. Yeah, that's about as much as you can.
Okay, I return to him. It seems like,
Yes.
guys,
Yeah.
it seems like we're in the clear. I don't know if we want to help this investigation because people seem to be inspired by us.
Turn it into an opportunity to gain even more favor with the town. Talk to Lieutenant
God,
Lauren
this
or
feels so dirty. Okay,
Captain
yeah.
Arlagoth.
Uh-huh.
But if we investigate our own arson, won't they find out that we did the arson? Won't we eventually have to present them with who did the arson, which is us?
I think we present them with, this seems like a cold case. Some people believe that the Frostmaiden had something to do with it.
I mean,
If we
Well,
find
Frostmaiden.
evidence of that,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Turn the populace more against the Frostmaiden might be good. But what if she actually retaliates against them and we get these people killed?
well, what do you think the game plan should be? Should we help them investigate, or should we find a new adventure to fucking leave this alone? Maybe,
I think we should investigate, because if we don't investigate, they're gonna investigate, and then they're gonna find out that we did it because they investigated.
well, how are they gonna find out?
We did it.
Yo.
There are no witnesses except for the two people that disappeared, but they're on our side.
Yeah, and all the people we
Oh,
saw walking
God.
home, where we went, nothing to see here, folks.
On the way, Remy or
Or Dizzy, we don't even know where he is. And if
maybe
he was real,
actively avoiding us right now, maybe.
Maybe we should move on and find a new thing to do.
Maybe.
oh yeah, what I mean,
So
I don't know, what's the new thing we can do?
like
I
that.
don't know. I mean, the only thing
You want to talk to your auntie?
Suppose. I mean.
But she's kind of done with us, right?
More or less.
No, it's just
She might have heard something that's of interest to him.
Oh, God.
There's trying to think. There was the hags. There's some evidence there might be more of them.
Hags,
We can go after
yes.
that. Hags.
Who can we talk to about the hags?
Probably the captain. Yeah. Could be a.
We could talk to him, but let's avoid the topic then.
Well, yeah. See, here's the thing. So, if we do, if we do talk to the captain, 2 birds, 1 stone. We're like, no, we're not really great at the whole investigating thing. We're good at
Or
fighting.
fire. Tell him that we don't know how to communicate.
Maybe just volunteer or something like
okay.
that.
Well, I just think it could be convincing, but
It's like, it's not really our thing. Well, we
No,
can
you
still,
don't. Maybe you don't talk.
we can still
Yeah, maybe I don't
help.
say
I'm not
anything.
gonna talk either.
Oh God, I forgot. I'm your face.
At this point, Ronaldo kind of pitches in. He says, if you guys would allow me to accompany you.
Ronaldo's
Very-
an actor. He's a
Pretty
professional
decent diplomat.
liar.
If you guys need a silver tongue, I will.
Whatever
More than happy to
you
come.
want to do, I support you.
Thank you, Borla. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if folk are comfortable, I don't mind accompanying the people.
If you don't mind offering your services and your time to the good people, then come along.
All right. I'll go get the stuff. He disappears for a little bit and disappears to his room.
I see his stuff. He needs a loot.
Have we seen Charlie Booker or?
No son of Charlie Booker, no son of
Oh,
Dizzy,
shit.
and no son of Seeple. Yeah. Other patrons inside this
Yeah.
but they're not nowhere to be found.
We'll take care of this, and if we're gonna go somewhere, we'll find our companions.
Yeah, we'll just knock on all the doors and see who's there.
Hmm.
Sure.
Are you Desi? No. Charlie? Okay. Have you seen Charlie? He's like really big.
Do you spend some time asking people?
If you just scream Charlie Booker's name out really loud, he'll just appear.
Yeah, can I just go, Charlie Booker, Charlie Booker's Emporium?
Sure. As you scream.
Yeah,
as
roll
you
for it.
stick your head out and you
Looks very good.
yell
It's
it
a
about.
13.
Yeah.
Of something.
You yelled into a very busy town. But as you
Oh.
poke your head out, you do notice there's activity.
Hmm.
People are kind of
There's
moving about. It seems like
Oh,
a little bit more like yeah.
We're doing it. We're
If we
killing
leave
it.
the town, we might not be allowed to come back in if they've closed the borders. So we gotta
Yeah.
remember that. Although we might be treated a little bit differently.
Just wear your lanyards and we'll have a.
A radar pass.
Yes.
Yep.
Ronaldo comes back out, and he's got a little bit more, defined wear. He's got a big scarf that he holds around his neck. He has his loot on his back,
Oh,
but
yeah.
on his hip is a very thin and long rapier. Sitting on the side.
Oh,
He's like,
Well,
all
we
right.
need that.
he's gonna
Oh
fight.
my God. Ronaldo, don't
Cutie.
get yourself killed. Let's go.
I really would feel really extra bad if we got your boyfriend killed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
little.
I would
Child. Love him.
I'll,
He's a man. You've only been alive for like 2 days.
I'm like a child.
All right, let's
if
go.
anything. Okay,
Sure.
let's go.
Alrighty then.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Trust me, I get it all the time. Where are we heading now?
We're going to the police station.
Our captain,
Captain?
or the
Yes.
lieutenant. I guess the captain.
Where does he live?
Yeah.
At the police station.
Lieutenant seemed a bit stiff.
I mean, smartest place in my opinion would be like town hall, maybe.
Or at the scene of the crime.
That is
Perhaps
where
a crime?
we met him before, so
That's where Captain Olligott's offices.
are in the town hall.
Well, let's go there.
Cool. Hopefully those didn't burn down.
I remember being
He
there.
probably has some really nice booze in there.
Alright, well, just
Barla.
when we see them, just yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I start talking, just punch me in my arm because it hurts now. I'm a person.
I cast silence on myself.
That wouldn't be suspicious at all.
That's good to know. At that point, he says goodbye to Bartabon, asks for a wooden spoon. He gets a wooden spoon, and he puts it like inside of his coat.
Okay, buddy.
But
To spank us if we
Oh, please do.
as you guys push open the doors and head into the streets of East Haven, fairly busy as people are kind of hustling about. But as we walk on out, everyone roll me perception, and we can see what's actually happening inside the city.
Oh no.
15.
15?
Oh, plus 3, 9.
9?
6.
6, alright.
I was
So,
distracted by the spoon.
I'll roll for Ronaldo. Okay, so Borla.
Mm.
As you guys are sort of walking about, keeping a keen eye on the city as you guys continue to progress, as people are moving about and getting kind of like sort of hustled for a little while, eventually, on your way to the town hall, you do hear a familiar voice coming down one of the streets that you pass throughout the city. Very booming, loud voice. It says, and as you start to progress around, Charlie Booker is currently moving large pieces of like heavy crates of equipment with several other members of like guards. You see them in their typical like East Haven tunic that goes over the basic armor that they wear. Strapped across his giant bag, it looks almost like a small little like side cape on him in terms of comparison, is the East Haven flag. As Charlie Booker is helping out, and every now and then a citizen comes past and he does this greeting card, citizen, my name is Charlie Booker from the East Haven militia. Stay in mind that don't worry, you are under the perfect security for this moment in time. And every now and then the guards are like, you don't have to say that every time. Dear, I just want to do a good job, sir, but thank you so much for your kind criticism. I'll put it to good use. Until eventually you lock eyes with Charlie and say, Paula! And you? Sorry, I just don't know the name that you're going by these days. Hello, Donna! Oh, Ronaldo! Hello, sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, I just moved on.
Before long, Charlie Booker approaches, says, I'll be right back, my kind sirs! And the two guys that are with him like, yeah. There's a lot of energy in that guy. Before long, he comes around, still holding this crate that is massive, but on his really big shoulders looks kind of superfluous. When he does approach you, he says, hello! Oh, good morning to you guys. Getting a bit of a late start today, aren't we?
I was really tired. The rough sleep last night.
Oh, yeah, well, good for you. You were one of the ones that were woken up. There's a lot of chaos going on. I don't know if you heard what happened.
No, what happened?
Oh, we're under attack, man.
Oh.
From what I've been told.
Oh.
That's the thing, we don't even know. Things are exploding up. No one has any kind of clues what's to go. But don't worry, Tobias has assured everyone for the most part that, you know, good people are here inside the town. East Haven. It goes a far way from the lot of you. Ronaldo. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I got a bit of bad news. Before he picks up, he says, oh, good. Why? What it is? He says, they kind of locked the city down from outside, you know, coming in. Yeah, of course, that's right. Sorry, mate, but, you know, for the most part, we're working hard to get along. I volunteered to join the militia. So now Charlie Booker's security program is now working to help the militia of East Haven.
Did they poach him from us? Never mind. Ronaldo.
Well, no, it's just, you know, they needed help for this side of the world, and, you know, I kindly offered me services.
You're
Thank
a good
you,
guy.
Charlie.
You're a good guy.
Ronaldo, why is it bad that they locked down the town?
The festival that we were putting on was for outside bars to spread the word for the good people.
God.
That was
Oh.
that was the purpose. Yeah.
So, how would we get the lockdown unlocked?
You're asking me? I don't know. I guess we'll talk to
Captain, yeah.
the captain. See, just get some information.
Maybe you could leave and do guard stuff outside with all the guards.
Oh, man.
I suppose.
Huh? I know you like.
All right, you know what? One step at a time. We will go to
Let's
the
figure
captain.
it out.
And see that. Charlie, have you seen the captain's guys? Oh yeah. Him and the lieutenant, they're walking around, doing their best jobs. Oh, the lieutenant didn't look like he was even sleeping. He was tired. So if you see him, do give him a heads up. You know, just be nice to him. He's working his ass off. But yeah, what happened to the other? Where's funny man? You know, with the dragon thing. Tobias.
Charlie, we don't
Oh,
know.
I thought you knew where he
Yeah.
was.
Me? Oh no, sorry. Well, I haven't seen him, but I'm sure to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
But if he was here last night, he's not getting out.
Oh, he wasn't here last night. Who said that? He wasn't anywhere last night.
No, we weren't doing
Well, he was in the pub before I left.
He was sure.
Yeah, he went out and
It's crazy.
Tyrus is looking for him, so
Oh, then you'll be found. Tyrus is a sharp fella.
at least a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, as well.
good at smelling.
That's great.
Right.
Oh, well, I'll leave you guys about your day. If you need any help, I'll be walking around, helping the kind citizens and maybe put in some mason work, trying to fix the town hall. Oh, that was fucking nuts, by the way. Fucking exploded!
Yeah.
The whole wall just went down. It's insane. So, be careful while you're out there. And, yeah, look, I don't need to tell you guys that. You buff as shit. You just be careful, Ronaldo. I'll miss you if you left. But thanks, Charlie. Likewise.
This is all building up for something to happen to Ronaldo.
Well, sorry, I'm gonna get back. We're delivering supplies across the gate lines, Gonna keep a helpful eye out or watch out. But, yeah, you know where to find me. I'm the bloke that looks like me. Cheers! And he turns around and he walks back to the guards.
Oh my God.
Who continue to move along as he starts to move malicious supplies towards the outline.
Wow.
But yeah, as you guys continue to walk through the streets, you guys, in order to get to the town hall, you guys start to see the edge line along Lac Denishire as started, even in those periods, like along the harbor ports, there have been small stations of like a little bit of supplies, but then some military equipment like swords and shields on racks. And such, lots of things of arrows, braziers that have now been lit with fire to keep soldiers and everything warm. As for the most part along the times, as you guys do walk out, I'll just say with your passive perception, walking along the harbor front, you see Rook and the fishermen, who have now also just been given a few kind of bit of equipment, and they're just sort of doing their best. For the most part, they're keeping some of the guards that they're like militarying with some decent social company, as they continue to sort of chat, and now and then they'll bring out like a little bit of wine to keep people warm. And yeah, but it's so even Rook and the fishermen are kind of involved in some script militia. But eventually, you guys do come across the town hall, of which there are several guards stationed around, and there are people currently at work doing their best to sort of remove the temporary fixings to stop like wood and moisture from getting in and start to build something a little bit more permanent with some wood. There are people bringing up little carts and dropping off logs and things like that, and people doing their best to get a more permanent solution to like the damage that has kind of been done. As it goes along, for the most part though, you do see not Captain Arlegarth, the familiar half-elf gentleman that you guys saw execute Dazan. He's currently standing about doing his best to sort of delegate everything else, but for the most part kind of just disappears further into the offices. And every now and then he'll come back out to listen to a report, he'll sort of react to the best of his ability and sort of disappear.
So, what? Our trial, that was weird. Trial run with Charlie.
Sorry.
The whole like us not saying anything didn't really go too well. So I feel like if we feel like you get that urge to add anything to the conversation, well, we just keep it to ourselves. Right.
Lock it up.
I'll do my best. You do your best. We'll
Tend
just.
to not speak common. And they just won't be able to talk to me.
Okie dokie.
Let's do it.
Whatever works for you.
Right. So,
I'm gonna be like this.
yeah, you are. Because if you don't, he pulls out the wooden spoon. We're gonna aim for the knees. So, as you guys progress into towards the E7, the guards really don't give you guys any hassle to walk on in. They look to the rest of you and they're like, oh, yeah, ma'am.
Official
Sir,
business?
sir. As you guys sort of progress on in, you guys are inside the familiar place of the town hall. There's a few guards now and then just walking through in and out of the rooms. Keeping like, for the most part, just keeping an eye out on anything suspicious. But every time they walk past and notice you guys, you get a nod of respect as they continue to walk along. At the first moment, you don't notice Captain Arlegarth or any sort of like figurehead. The occasional guard that you might recognize, but You guys are inside the town hall. Right at the entrance, once again, the steps that lead up towards the other areas. Then there's the paintings along the wall towards the secret entrance that we are all currently aware of, except for Ronaldo, of course.
Just after you send a signal to Ronaldo.
And as a guard comes past, he just sort of, yeah, excuse me, sir. Says, yes, ma'am. Says, what are the chances that we'd be able to see Captain Oligoth? The good people, are here to see him. I have a feeling he's gonna want to see us. And yeah, for the most part, the guard leads you guys over to a very familiar office. Not entering through the secret way. The door opens up and there's two individuals inside there. You know, it's Captain Arligoth, who's currently standing on the one side of the desk, and on the other side is the speaker. Although we haven't had much conversation with them, seeing the execution in the beginning of the entrance of East Haven, he was indeed present. He's a human man who's sort of got like a receding hairline. His eyes are kind of deep-setted, and he's got a little bit of a bulbous nose that's kind of red from the cold, and he's got big, thick mutton chops that come down on the side. Looks maybe he's about a gentleman in his 40s, late 40s. For the most part, they're currently going through some information on the table. It seems like they've kind of been having a long, set conversation for a while now, but they do look up as you guys enter. Captain Arligoth says, "Thank you," and then brushes the guard off before the guard disappears. And he says, "Well, good people. What can we do for you?" Sorry, we're a little stretched thin today.
I gently pat Ronaldo
The head.
The back.
The back.
More respectful.
Certainly not.
Cool. Waiting for you guys to remain quiet. That does indeed walk on through. This is Captain Arligoth, speaker, Dennis. We're here with some of the good people just to sort of ascertain exactly how we can help with the situation. We've heard some words from some of the common folk. Donavani here has done a good job of talking to some of the individuals to get some information, but we're kind of looking for a next step as to how we can be some kind of assistance for this. You just noticed that the town is kind of locked down at this moment in time. It would kind of benefit everybody if we could open it up, so we're here to help. For long, speaker Captain Arligoth, like, oh, wow. It's the most decent sentence I've heard all day. Alright, yeah, please, I'm gonna stand outside the front if you want to handle this. Support Speaker Dennis just kind of nods his head. Captain Arligoth walks past, gives you guys a nod of respect, and you guys hear the door open, and as he stands on the other side of the door, you see him close the door just against his back, knowing that he's waiting on the other side. Speaker Dennis goes right over to the booze that you guys are rather familiar with and pours himself a very tall mug of whiskey before he sits down. He says, first of all, I must apologize. I haven't had the time to thank you all for everything that you guys have done for the town of East Haven. Yourself included, Ronaldo. Apologies about the lockdown, but you know, we're trying our best to keep things safe. We had a good run of security there, thanks to you lot, and I want to keep it that way. To be perfectly honest with you, there are footprints with no bodies, and we are aware, of course, of Torgon, thanks to you guys' investigation. These sightings haven't stopped since that incident. And, well, we had a game plan somewhat set up of luring them in. We understand that they were after the Shardlin, but because you guys were able to retrieve them, our goal was to somewhat set a trap so that we can get some information out of them. But because of last night's attack, we no longer have any Shardlin. And this kind of puts us inside a predicament. So, if you guys are looking out to help us out, what I could use from the good people is some ascertaining of Shardlin. With this, hopefully we can set a trap and possibly get some outside information as to where to progress further with these Duergar attacks. Why do they want it? And more importantly, where are they held up? What can we do? As they progressed from theft, you know, maybe the occasional damage to an individual to, well, arson, you know, and people aren't safe. And if the town hall is damaged, people's houses are very easily in trouble. So, that's a task I would like to extend to the community. Ronaldo is like, alright, I mean, yeah, you guys have, I mean, if you've seen any Charlemagne along your adventures, I don't travel too much with them, but at this moment in time I do want to be a little more active, so if we can be speaking, I'm down with this. No, you're perfectly fine, actually. So Ronaldo's like, alright, well, okay, so I guess game plan would be we're gonna try to source some Charlemagne for you, and then, you know, bring it back to, I suppose, the town hall. Is that the best place? He says, yes, we had one individual who has a small piece of Charlemagne that we took from the Duergar, a blacksmith by the name of Hector. I haven't heard from him in a while. I'm sort of a little bit busy, but he's kind of been exploring whatever he could with the sword. Maybe he can find something else that we can't find in our books or anything. So if you want, you can check out God's Grace. That's his, you know, his blacksmith. His smith that you guys are more than welcome to check out. Somewhere inside the center of town. He might have some information. I don't know if the amount that he has is enough to warrant, you know, attracting Duergar. We need a lot. Something that needs to be irresistible to them.
Huh.
Yeah. So I was like, alright, well, I guess what we'll do is we'll go over some, you know, previous adventures that we've done, information that we have, look for the best mission, but for the most part, you can count the good people in. We'll do our best. Good. You'll forgive me for being a little abrupt, but I do need to get down to some work.
Absolutely.
I would appreciate discretion on the Duergar. If rumors are, you know, sparse and varying amongst people, it's less panic than one particular rumor. You know, the more breathed into it, then the more it becomes fact to these people, and the more there's chaos. And right now, people are volunteering for militia. I would like to keep it that way. Right? Very well. Thank you. Oh, sorry. You will be compensated to the best of whatever it is that I can give you. But
Yeah.
great. Well, we'll be off. Thank you, speaker. And then Ronaldo just starts walking away towards the door.
Follow? Yep, thank you, speaker.
Even as he gets to the door, it opens up before he even touches it. Yeah, as Captain Orlogov lets you guys out. And you guys are, you know, currently walking along the town hall with all of them to the back. So, as you guys exit out the town hall, unless there's anything that you guys would like to do inside the town hall.
What we can, just see how well the repairs are going. Yeah.
Sure.
If anything really valuable is destroyed, I don't know.
Roll a perception then.
Sure.
If you're just getting a glance for like small pieces here and there.
13.
13. So a lot of structural damage. The area of the statue that Paris is on is scorched for the most part. There's very little of that left. There's some interior damage and things as the fire kind of spread. But for the most part, you're getting that this is just structural damage. It's bitterly cold on the inside now as it's opened up, but people are just doing their best to move on forward. Nothing that you can see at this moment in time that's too... Yeah.
Okay. So, did we see Chardolin at some point, like other than the Duergar? Did we come across any?
Wasn't there some
don't
fire?
remember.
Roll me intelligence checks.
Oh.
D20 add your intelligence modifier.
I feel like we have. I don't remember why or where. 15.
Okay.
Remember, but just a little.
Well, this sharp today.
I've only had
7.
1/4 of a beer.
So throughout this discussion, there is a brief moment of a inside your head. Amongst these, you remember the markings on the map came from Torg. Torg was currently under the employ of Dwargar, possibly Ataris' father, to locate sources of Charlatan
Right.
and bring them back. Upon exploring the spire, a possible source of Charlatan, a lot of the Charlatan was inside structures and whole and intact. So, and you would know this just from, being a dwarf and from Mirabar, you would have to mine that source of Charlatan.
Yeah.
Mine!
How difficult would that be? Difficult? Like hard
Well,
to do, hard to mine.
Also, probably take a while too. I'm gonna have to get there and back. That's already like 2 days as it is.
That sounds like too much work.
That's a lot. So would the assumption be some of these X's would be other Charlatan?
Yeah, maybe that's why they're hiding the mine, Charlotte. Like this
Okay,
guy.
cool. I thought we were kind of done with them. Did we like kill their boss, the dude with the point of the sword?
Did we? Was that their boss? We killed the guy, yeah.
There was some reference to like
Do they like
another one of the same family, I think. What the hell was his name?
That's why I want to be
I mean-
I have notes here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you did write it down.
Zardarok Sunlight.
Yes.
The
2 individuals that were somewhat in charge and currently stealing
Right.
these sources of Charlatan. You remember them talking about their father, Zardarok Sunlight.
So probably still a problem. So alright. I don't know. Maybe we could try talking to the blacksmith, see if he knows if there's any other sources, but I don't know how much he would know.
I think we should either go talk to the blacksmith or go to the X of the map because the X looks cool.
That's why the closest one is as far away as the spire. It'd be a bit of a gamble that it's not mining again.
So maybe we should talk to Hector first because maybe we can show him the map and be like, yeah or not.
I suppose we're in town, we might as well do it before we go wander out into the world again. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
We're in East Haven here. Is it on the map?
No, we'll not be on the map.
It's not on the map.
But you are currently with Ronaldo.
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
off
says-
to God's Grace, is that what it was?
Gond.
God's
Yeah,
Grace.
at that point, if anyone wants to roll me a religion check.
try.
I'm so religious.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Loving all these high rolls with 0 modifiers. 16.
16?
17.
17?
Yes.
I don't know where religion is.
We love Jesus.
I found it.
Yeah. You'd be right about
Love it. Ooh, so 21.
that. Ooh!
She
All
loves
right.
Jesus the most.
So for the most part, everyone recognizes that you were just a little bit more detail. You're starting to piece the images together of the banner and the colors, and even like artwork along your travels of the god Gond, who is part of the Forge domain of clerics. He's a Forge god, believe it or not.
I
Inside,
should totally know about this.
Yeah.
so it's
Forge.
yeah, he's not, to like. Specifically, like people like churches that are rather large, but gods like that's at the Forge domain. Very typically, they refer to other kind of beings. God is a little bit more of a lesser deity amongst them all, but yeah, he's a god who appreciates creativity, development,
It's smithery.
research. Yeah, all on the basis of smithing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Probably learned about it when I was a kid. Got the name Forge born, but it was really more of a like get out there and hunt things.
Yeah.
It's a clan name,
You're not a book learning kid.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like someone with the last name Tanner, but they don't actually tan anything. Right.
Or the last name Hill, but they don't like know what a hill is. Or Lemon Hill.
Yeah, they don't
Or
even know
Levi
what it
Hill.
is. They've never heard of one.
I actually know about that. Oh,
Ronaldo?
yeah,
Ronaldo
yes,
Hill?
very typically. At Hill.
What's your last name?
Rose Hill.
Wow.
And
Sorry we never asked that.
it's quite
Sorry,
alright.
bud.
I'm sorry, I don't know that.
No, that's alright. I mean, to be fair, I never asked any from you guys. I kind of just picked it up.
Damn it,
because
Alden who knows last name.
Your last name is the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the great. I'm keeping it because it's accurate.
That's fair. Yeah. But, well, for at least for halfling cultures, typically, you know, when we live inside clans and tribes, we like to settle in. Unless you're, you know, more the clairvoyant types, we tend to wander now and then. But we start at one particular area and we kind of label ourselves based on the place that we started. And I grew up inside a place that, yeah, there's a lot of night, and very typically the only thing that can grow is a particular kind of rose. Rose hill.
Got it.
Yeah. Nice and
I'll
simple.
remember that.
Thank you.
I know.
It's a great name.
So, as you guys venture on through towards the city as Ronaldo guides you guys, maybe roll me another perception check. Let's see what's happening in the town. Maybe there's something cool happening. Oh, we don't know.
14.
14.
I got a 1. So
One.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh.
I got distracted.
I got a 6.
6? I'll do that. Alright. As you guys are currently walking in, you're being a little bit more perceptive of looking around the town, noticing those spot, but eventually you do feel a little tug on your shirt jacket as Ronaldo's currently pulling you. He says, isn't that your aunt? He points over, and Lynn Trollbane is currently talking to other groups in militia. And she's currently giving, sort of just, almost looks like she's kind of scowling and giving kind of answers, and you guys get an idea that Lynn Trollbane has also volunteered to be a part of the militia and is currently guiding people along the coast lines for the most part, explaining kind of patrols, how to do it, how to report things on, keep communication key, blah 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 blah, and also relaying some information about Dorgar themselves, what to look for, keep guys in the ground, blah blah blah. So,
Maybe we really did something good with this.
Yeah. Do we want to talk to her in case she has any information? She might know if there's Charlene.
Yeah, plus I just met
around.
her.
Yeah, she's nice.
She hasn't
And
seen my skin yet.
I know she's family, but maybe only ask questions about Charlene, not volunteer information about last night.
yeah, we're gonna keep
Oh,
it
okay.
super
It's
quiet.
name on the last night
And
day.
what did
Yeah.
Dennis Whalen tell us?
Nothing.
None.
I was really concentrating on
something.
not talking.
He pulls out his wooden spoon. He's like,
Okay,
"Okay."
there it is.
Alright, do we want to think about it? Do you want to think about what he said?
Yeah, what did you say?
He's like,
Let's all say it at the same time.
alright, great. That's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, then we go.
Okay.
So don't go on 1, go 3, 2, 1, then we go.
All right, you have to say it
Right.
too. Ready?
Yeah.
I will say it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dennis
All right.
Whalen said.
Dennis Whalen, one of the big pieces of key information
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
that came towards the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. 3,
3,
2, 1. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Really?
You were supposed to say it. You must have not known.
We're gonna keep what we're investigating
Investigating
anonymous. The more rumors are buried, the more security people will eat corn.
That. That's right. So
Just
maybe
keep it quiet as to what we do. Ask information about the Dorgar, but that's because we heard a rumor from the citizens. Alright?
right. We'll bring up Zardarok as Zardarok's still out there or whatever.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
true.
have
I mean,
Right.
yeah, you guys were privy to the information. Sure. That's fine.
Sure.
Ooh.
And
Do that.
eat corn.
And the corn
Eat
part
corn.
was confusing, but that's good.
I feel like a teacher scolding me right now. I
This is-
think I'm as old as you are, at least.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll keep that a mystery. And so, approaching Lynn as she's currently sort of, she's well within her place, she's sort of like, look for the footprints. Alright, and what you want to look is for footprints like mine, alright? We're looking for a wider girth, but a shorter footed, right?
You guys change your boots. What are your footwear? What is it right now?
The same exact.
Guys,
what
I have
wearing.
one pair of boots.
Yeah, as far as you guys haven't done any effort to disguise yourselves.
Wait, do you have the disguise spell? Can you disguise boots for him? Right now.
Can I do minor illusion to disguise our boots? Or
Yes.
Small?
So minor illusion is like a static kind of image. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my ring off and be a dead person with skeleton feet again.
Alright, so as you do it and you
Hey, like that?
Alright.
Ronaldo goes, this you just kind of like gestures like cover your
Yeah,
face.
cover my face is hideous.
So you just as you're on your original performance, and everyone as attuned to you for this most part, as you're walking along, you do notice your footsteps are lighter.
Hey.
One of the key pieces of information was that your feet kind of fold out your boots when you first did the transformation. So, for the most part, you are now lighter on your feet.
Kind of drag my feet through the snow, so it's just like 2 long lines.
Looks like a cross-country ski.
Yeah, there you go.
And as you
I have
approach,
nothing I can do.
Liz stops talking to them as she sees Borla! Hello, lass! And she walks over to you, she gives you nice one big solid hug, and yeah, she gestures to the rest of you. Goes, hello. Right, you guys come, are you volunteering as well?
Trying to do our best. How are things going? Good?
Kids,
All
just
things considered.
teaching these youngins just need a little help, you know. They're not like us. You know what I mean? They just need a little bit of help keeping their eyes on the ground now, huh? Yeah, just had to lay some information about dealing with the Dwarker. I know it's them. I know it's them.
We've been hearing some rumors out there. You know,
Oh, yeah.
before we heard, actually had a note we picked up on our adventures about Zardarok.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, Zardarok Sunlight.
Yeah.
Think we might have killed his son or something.
Good.
But
Yeah, that's
but
huge.
he's probably pissed about that if he found out. Probably found out. I don't know. And there might have been some Durgar that escaped that place we were in. I don't remember. It was a bit chaotic at the time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I believe that.
so-
Believe that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Without telling you anything else, do you have any thoughts on what might be going on?
Well, let me. Me with the fox, eh?
Yeah.
They want Charlotte.
Yeah,
You don't exactly know why, but apparently there's a huge sort of wave of resistance coming from them. They're
Right.
sending
That's why they
letters.
blew up the
Right.
library.
Exactly that. What?
I see.
That's exactly it.
Right.
Roll
Yes.
a deception with advantage.
Ha-ha!
With advantage.
What do you say about volunteering
Oh,
information?
no! Okay, well, let's try again.
No!
Nice.
Yes!
All right.
Good.
17 is high. Exactly that.
So,
think
if we
so.
want
The
to
part that
find,
confuses me
Uh-huh.
is that they're
Yeah.
they're very particular. They know exactly what they want. And there's a huge source of Charlotte inside the town hall. Why go about destroying it?
To throw us off, probably, so that we wouldn't think it was them.
So there's a
Right
solid-
on our head.
on your
Okay.
knee, part of this one's oh, sorry.
Oh, you got.
It's a bug on your knee.
Oh,
There.
thank you.
I just had to get the bug.
Okay.
I mean, how many of us
There's
actually...
bugs out here?
Yeah, right.
Not anymore.
So, I mean, how we couldn't really put our minds into a Durgar. They're weird. And
Complex.
if we knew where a large source of Charlatan was, maybe we could find Durgar there. Do you know any police like that?
Well, we know Torx was,
Right,
and she had cargo on the wagon.
right.
Yeah. So
Where'd that cargo go?
That cargo go.
it's on your wagon, I imagine, unless you sold it. Or something.
No, but we have been leaving it out, so maybe it might be stolen, though we should check.
Oh,
Unlock anything.
Oh, yeah.
We've really been like sitting on this whole time.
There's just Frostmaiden.
I never really opened it. That makes sense. We should probably check the wagon.
Thanks, Lynn. You always know what to do.
You got it.
It's been a bit chaotic recently. Our minds are scattered. You know.
Oh, look. She gestures to like everyone in the city, and she's like, yeah, we get it.
We're so smart.
We're
Yes.
going through it.
Before I'm gonna whisper them when you can't hear. Do you guys have like a broom or something that I can like drag behind us as we walk away?
No.
Like or anything long, stick, something where I can kind of just discreetly.
That's good.
Because I know that you
I kinda-
have your skeleton.
Yeah.
If you need help,
Take out my sword and just like
drag it.
drag it.
Yeah.
I cast floating disc. It only floats 3 feet in the air, but we can all float on it.
Yeah, it's a 5 foot square, so there might be some sitting on shoulders.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Morla can use it.
Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, you want to put it
I got the sword thing. You can use it.
Okay, well my footprints are fucking fun.
Well, my footprints are fine because I'm dead.
I'll go behind you too, and also drag.
So
Hey, Len.
Alright.
What's up?
Where are you loading disc?
Okay.
We never get to use it.
Damn.
It's okay. So,
Hey,
you keep doing what you're doing.
thanks,
Hey,
Lynn. You look
thanks,
great.
Lynn.
Keep militarizing the kids.
thank you. I thought so. For the most part, I'll do my best to spruce myself up a bit.
Oh yeah.
Looking great. Looking
Okay,
great.
great.
Yep.
No, I don't need to tell you this. Please just stay careful, you know? Be safe.
We're super safe.
We're always careful.
Good. Will anything happen to you? You too. I like you. We met once, but I like you. Oh, thank you, man. I like you too. Right? I'm gonna get back to these young officers, put them in place. You need anything else, please let me know. Keep me in the loop too. I'd be excited to help out going off in this in the future. Got plenty of notes about that. We can cross-check all of that. Right? Yeah! Wait. It's just kind of he goes yelling at some of the other students before that. Oh, yep. And then starts running them through drills as she continues to yell.
Oh my gosh, should we check the wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tie my cloak to my waist and follow Lorla
Yeah.
as she walks, so the cloak drags over.
Yes.
Alright?
Classic trick.
So yeah, now we're gonna click right.
I'm for some reason so fucking paranoid.
At some point, Ronaldo does just he grabs your hand a little lightly and says, I appreciate the sense of security. There are a lot of dwarves here.
Right. I am cold.
Yeah. No, you did good. It's a great mindset to have. I appreciate you.
I love you.
Oh. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion?
Oh wait, just roll me a charisma check. A D20
Yeah, that's right.
and charisma.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deception.
Oh, I'm negative.
It's not deception.
Oh.
Not deception.
The relationship business.
18.
18.
Oh.
It's a brief moment when he's still holding your hand, he kind of looks eyes. And he just smiles for a little bit and he says,
Yeah.
what's going on with the forge? Let's go back to my place. And then he continues to walk on. But still holding your hand. Still holding your hand. It's okay.
It's okay.
But you guys continue to walk for some time watching the city bustle. There are now a few looks from some of the people, especially the guards, as they look to Donner and see you holding Ronaldo's hand and together before they're like, nice. As you continue to walk on by. Eventually you come across a small smith. It's a sort of old school looking building. It's built a lot from stone, and some of the wooding on the top is what's used, but a lot of this looks like there's a lot of care put into this place. There's no immediate noise when you guys arrive to God's Grace, that's sort of mentioned on a little sign at the stop with a stereotypical picture of an anvil hitting on the side of it. Although there is an outside kind of area where you would wood and sort of fire, sort of dome area, there's a lot of blankets over some of the wood and some of the tools that seem to have just been kind of scattered away with empty discs and things like that. Maybe the outside hasn't been utilized too much. But yeah, you guys do approach God's Grace.
Check inside, see if there's any more rumors, or just go right back to the wagon.
I am kind of interested in what is in our wagon.
Okay, let's skip
We should
over
check the wagon. Oh, we
this
got
place.
to Hector too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here. You can always ask.
It might be so cool that we might want him to join us.
Yeah, he
so
might
let's
be
go
fun.
on that too.
Let's go inside, yeah.
Also, do we need
Straight
any
around,
weapons
looking
that we
intensely window shopping.
I mean, as you push open the doors, there's some dust that comes off of it.
can- Wow, that door. Good.
Place looks a little disheveled, as you would expect. There's, it's not entirely too big of a room of the immediate patch. You see, like, a little store corner at the back. There's some typical, like, swords and things that are decorated on the wall, some shields and stuff that he's made. But some of the other things that he smiths here are things like tools, things that people would use for the sides of their wagons. very typical, some pythons, things like that. So it's not just smithing for weapons, you get an idea that maybe this guy, he's a decent sense of metallurgy for all kinds of goods. But there's no individual inside this area. You're walking into an empty smithing shop. There is, however, inside the corner, a series of stairs that sort of spiral down.
Well, we're good at snooping. Let's go down these spiral stairs right now.
I think we've snooped in the past. That I will agree to.
I'm
This
curious.
is probably just in the bathroom. Let's go downstairs.
Let's go downstairs.
You know.
In the bathroom, might be downstairs.
He might be down there. We'll be like, hey, bud, you left it up unlocked.
Yeah.
Should we call out to him? Maybe we're like going into his bedroom.
Don't make it weird.
Hey, Hector.
Good point. As you're yelling at Hector, Ronaldo just knocks on the door.
Or any other employee
There's no
who's
response.
hired service. Terrible service.
Hector's apprentice.
I have a weird feeling. We should go downstairs.
Alright, let's go. Sword out there.
Yeah. Can let you lead the way on this one if that's alright.
That's fine.
Fine. Okay. So,
Well, you
first-
stay like in the middle in case something comes up from behind. Keep you safe.
Sure.
I'll be
Yeah, the Ronaldo sandwich. Right in the middle.
This feels kind of safe, but he pulls out his rapier and keeps it just modern. As she starts to progress, heavy dwarven footsteps creak on wooden stairs. As you spiral on down, you walk down to what looks like a longer expanse than the area above it. There's warmth inside here as there's a fire. It's like a bigger station that comes down. You get an idea that the stone and everything that's kind of been buried here retains a lot of the heat. It's a pretty smart move from a blacksmith to establish this downstairs area. As you guys enter on this, there's a room at the back that seems to be used mostly for storage. And there's kind of a cluttered mess. But your immediate perception as you walk on down to this blacksmith area, you see a human male who's got kind of long, curly brown hair, light brown hair. He's currently just sort of huddled up inside the corner of the room, not really muttering too much other than the occasional whisper. Just sort of rocking back and forth.
I am not going to make this mistake again. The last two times we tried to help someone who was doing this, dragons and the library. And those were both terrible.
Yeah, I was about to say, he said this out loud.
Yeah, sage whisper.
So let's just...
Well, now we have to kill. Hello, you doing okay over there?
There's currently no response from him other than he's still occasionally just kind of rocking, just sort of whispering to himself, and now and then the hands sort of like tug into his long hair, just kind of pull.
So,
for a little
Can I
bit.
hear any of the whispers, like anything?
Roll your perception.
Just off chance. 13.
13.
Oh.
Inside this enclosed room, this is whispering to him. What languages do you speak?
Dwarvish, Common,
Common.
Giant.
Giant. You don't recognize the language that he's whispering.
Is he human?
He's a human male, yeah.
Uh,
What is he?
I mean, roll me perceptions if
Nine.
you guys want to.
I have a cool language.
I know, it's
Oof.
amazing. It's
16.
16. What language do you speak?
Infernal and
So,
You don't recognize it. However, you do know enough, based on your history, that you've recognized this language when spoken before.
what is it?
It's speech.
I speak that, but I'm really unperceptive. So, I
Yeah,
can't
so
hear anything
now
about
and
it.
then you get the occasional whisper, and words like now and then the whispers and words can't come out. Yeah, exactly.
This is crazy.
Answers. He's kind of just sort of tugging his hair, still rocking around.
Hector. I don't know. Like, you've met Hector before, right? You know him?
I'll be honest. Maybe in passing. Yeah, it's a big town.
Hector, are you good? You okay?
Sir,
I'm gonna approach him.
you approach.
Yeah. And just.
Ronaldo's staying behind you, but he's accompanying you with his rapier inside his hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just even as you approach, he doesn't seem to stop. He's whispering, or staring. So, eventually, excuse me, Mr. Hector, sir. We had some questions about some Charlotte. Town Hall. Told us that you were working on a project for some time. And as you're approaching, it's time to get there. Roll me a perception.
I'm just looking everywhere.
Roll me a perception.
The dirt are invisible. There's a ghost. I'm just ready for the walls to attack.
5.
5. So you notice nothing. You notice fuck all, I'm afraid, as you're looking around. Every now and then your paranoia kind of gets the best of you. You're like, fuck, is that a ghost? Are you the ghost? What are the ghosts from the tavern? The one that knew Donner, what did they look like? Was it the same? Well, 5 over, you don't notice anything. I mean, we'll go with your passive perception because you're looking at him. You're starting to notice that the tense parts of his body are kind of held up. Inside his arms and even the tips of his fingers, inside his neck, are small pieces of ore that seem to have been jabbed into his body. At the mention of Charlotte, when another switch, his entire body stops. And his head slowly sort of looks up towards you, and through long curly eyes, you just see the whites completely surrounding, like small bloodshot pupils. As he looks to you, he just he runs towards you, screaming around. I need everyone to roll the initiative.
I hate this guy.
And we're going to go to a quick break as we set everything up, and we're going to go into this round of combat.
My first initiative, not below 10.
And we are back. Heading right into combat. Play the music. There we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to need everyone's initiative. Borla, can I grab yours, please?
Apparently my lucky number of the night, 13.
13, alright. I'm gonna roll for...
Night afternoon.
Okay.
Ronaldo?
What time is it? Where am I?
Donna Bunny.
I had 6.
6, okay. Bam. Gwen?
8.
8?
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
I forgot we took a long rest.
We're gonna be outside. Oh yeah, take your long rest.
Sorry about that.
I forgot to equip that wand that I got. This is gonna be my first thing with that wand.
Alright.
Where are we standing?
How do you play D&D?
How do I do this again? How does our D&D? Alright, so here we got our
Alright.
forge.
Where would we have been?
Alright, so
Cute little swords.
inside the kind of corner by his desk was over here is Hector, now thriving and raging, picking up some objects off of the table and going straight for Donna Bunny,
Hector's
who
pretty
was right in yeah, he's a blacksmith. Blacksmiths are jacked, bro.
Yeah, fair.
Yep. And that is Bruneldo.
Oh no.
Chilling behind Donna.
So weird.
Alright, and so you were keeping a lookout.
Yeah, kind of.
Right about here is where you guys entered.
Okay, I'm probably obliviously looking around.
Great.
Keeping out behind us and whatnot.
You do, however, hear the as he
Yeah.
comes around, almost foaming at the mouth, and as he's running towards his cloaks and his tunics are sort of moving out of the way, you're starting to see more and more charlatan, or glistening, but like pressed into his body as he's crazily running towards you. However, starting us off, it's Bear the Furge Bird.
Bear the Furge
yeah,
Bird.
that's a
Wait, do I get a
first.
reaction now?
In this immediate case, no.
Fine.
Okay.
Burla?
Burla. Yeah, I mean, surprise, surprise, I do what I do. I go into a rage, ghosts and whatnot.
Great.
Yes.
Whoosh.
The birds come out as Boiler screams. There's just two screamings.
I don't know if I'm trying not to kill things. Shut, and I'm gonna, 10, 15, 20, if I can get over there. I'm not standing on anything, am I? No, I think
No, you'll be able to progress
go
that
there.
far.
And, I'm gonna try and hit him, like, with the kind of flat end of this thing.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the hell is going on.
Alright.
And I'm a little concerned about killing things.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go. I've got 2 attacks, right? It's been
Correct.
2 weeks since I played this character. I don't know what she does.
Yes, you get your extra attack level 5. You get 6, baby.
Blah, blah.
Alright, it's beautiful.
So first attack, recklessly.
There it is.
21
21's gonna hit.
for 15 plus the rage do 17 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
All right.
Second reckless attack.
You try not to kill him.
21 again.
Great, that's gonna hit.
I'm hitting him with the blunt side. Oh, the minimum damage possible. 7 bludgeoning.
All right. So, yep,
7
as you start beating him just with the blunt edge of the weapon, like, so it's bashing his head, but it's just making him angrier. As he's just,
It's making him stronger.
I will say this, however, as you're hitting him with the Charlatan weapon, it's starting to make this strange resonant sound that just starts humming throughout the whole thing. So it's starting to grow louder and louder. I'm gonna need everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
No.
I don't want to. Oh, for Ronaldo as well. Oh shit.
23.
23, great.
15.
15, okay.
3.
3. All right.
Shit.
That's okay. You and
No.
I refuse. So you and Ronaldo are going to take 4 points of psychic damage.
I can't react yet.
So not yet. This is not gonna. Hellish Rebuke will not be able to take place right
You
now.
didn't know what I was going to do.
Oh, well, yeah, I did. But this came more from Boyle's interaction than actually did. from him.
Sorry, I'll stop doing that.
Great.
You said 4 points?
4 points of psychic damage, yeah. As Ronaldo's kind of grasping his ears, he's able to just shake it off before he pulls out his rapier, and you just feel this hand grab just on the lower part of your back. And there's a strange bit of energy that just... And you have Bardic Inspiration. As Ronaldo inspires you, and he says,
Nice!
kick his ass, babe.
Hell yeah. Wow.
And he's, reluctantly, but he's gonna do it.
No!
He's gonna run up to try to get the flank, and with somewhat daringly impressive speed,
Love his hat.
spins around, and he's gonna go ahead and try to strike his rapier into the side of Hector.
Come on.
He's gonna roll with advantage
He doesn't need to
because
say I
he
love
is
you.
flanking.
I'll show you.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright.
Just for real, yo.
Ronaldo? How are you doing?
So he's able to get a fairly solid stab as just moving victory. He's a little shaky, but he comes in fast and just goes and tries to strike underneath the armpit, but as he's flailing from the hits, it just catches the meat of his arm. As he pulls it away, some of the blood kind of sticks to his rapier, but he's staying in the fight. Now, next up is Hector's turn.
Oh.
As he gets stabbed in, he hardly even seems to notice. The ringing that came from the Charlatan sword immediately grabs his attention. As he's running towards you, he kind of stops before he's and just runs towards you. He's gonna reckless.
I'm gonna say idea.
He's trying to get that mean and not to hellish rebuke. I just know it.
Well, it's, yeah.
All right. So
Mix of 4.
so first attack's gonna be 21 to hit.
Just watching in horror.
I'm just gonna roll all of it. I'm gonna roll his multi-attacks right off the bat.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
19 on the second.
Yep.
Oh, 9 on the third.
Oh, so 2 of them hit.
Great. So 2 of them are gonna hit for you and you. All right. So you're gonna take 11 points, reduced to 5,
Okay.
and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
I have such great constitution.
Not today.
No, those
I
guys.
did. I rolled 23 before, but this
Oh.
is a 9.
9.
Not now.
As he starts tearing into you, like as the dwarven spirits are doing their best to keep him at bay, but he is just starts wailing on you with this object he picked up from the table, and as it starts hitting you, you start to see that he's started to create a strange flail-like contraption out of Charlatan. And as he's starting to bash into you, his other hand is trying his best to go for your sword. It's mine! And he just starts bashing into the Charlatan. It's starting to seep into your flesh, and you are considered poisoned.
I have advantage against being poisoned.
Oh, you do? So you are a dwarf, so go ahead and roll again. Thank you for reminding me.
19.
Oh.
As the poison just start to
You're
seep
blown
into you.
away.
You're just able to push them off, and the poison is able to just kind of seep out with some of the ghostly energy. And you guys are watching as
That was poison.
Leaking.
Thank you for reminding me on that. That's great.
Yeah.
Sweet, and that's gonna be. Oh wait, no, that doesn't apply yet. Okay, cool, and that's gonna be his turn. Next up is Gwydion the Great.
Close.
Or Gwen.
Yeah.
Or just Gwen the Great. Anything is great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run right up to Hector.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Can I touch him from here?
You can indeed.
Okay, I'm just gonna touch him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bestow curse.
Oh, go ahead and read that up.
You touch a creature, and that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. The option I would choose is, when cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn and does nothing.
Alright. And I happen to have
Try not to kill him,
the cursed
okay?
symbol.
Because I feel bad about the Reynaldo thing.
Alrighty. So yeah, wisping over, still inside our undead form, we're just lightly over before this like skeletal hand touches like the bare flesh of Hector's arm, and you guys start to watch this necrotic energy just start seeping into his flesh.
Yeah.
What is the DC to beat? 14?
Yeah, wisdom 14.
Okay. That's a natural 20, I'm afraid.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright,
My touch
Hector.
meant nothing.
You're not afraid. You're so happy.
I did him just get equal chances, everyone?
Well, but at least he does it at the start of all of his turns, right? He's cursed. A remove curse spell ends this effect. At the DM's option,
Well,
you may
does he-
choose an alternative curse.
He's saved
so
against
it
it, though.
doesn't work.
Oh, so you do it one time.
Do it one time so if it hits, but
If it
if it
hits.
hits,
Yeah.
it lasts at the beginning of every turn.
Okay, I see.
Ooh.
So
Well, at
he's
least
just
I didn't kill him.
he's just flailing about too crazily for any kind of magic to stick to him, I'm afraid.
I'm like, fireball, guys, fireball.
Alrighty, now it is time for Donabot.
Yeah.
Bonner.
Oh,
Remember that you
yeah.
are a D6 of Bardic Inspiration. So at any point for an attack roll, ability saving throw, or for a spell attack, you can roll a D6 and add it to that result.
To whatever I roll.
To whatever you roll, yes.
Yes.
Before I tell you if it hits or not, of course.
Lovely.
But yeah, because of Ronaldo, you are inspired.
Definitely gonna do my Crimson
Okay.
Rite of Dawn. I'm gonna take my boomerang, of course.
No,
even though
right.
I'm right. No, what? Yeah, I want to take my boomy.
Okay.
And right in front, I'm going to throw. So that's 1d6 extra radiant damage.
Ah, correct.
Yep.
Yeah. As once again the comes out, the blood ignites and a vibrant white flame engulfs the boomerang. Go ahead and make your attack.
20. Okay. I'm making my attack. My attack equals 19.
19's gonna hit.
Yes, it is.
All right. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, a D4 for your boomerang and a D6 for your radiant damage.
D4 for my boomy.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna count like
And a D6.
attack penalties because you have to have them roll it. So as an improvised weapon to smack them. So
Okay.
yeah.
7.
7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'd like to take my bonus action.
All right. Oh, but you used your right.
Oh,
Your Crimson Right's a bonus action. I'm afraid.
it is? I always read under the wrong category. Yep, that's fine.
No, that's all right. That's
Okay.
all right.
Complex game.
Do you have to roll a D4 of damage for your Crimson Right though?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
D4 plus D6.
Oh, okay. So, oh no, I meant for yourself.
Yeah,
When you cut
I
yourself
do.
to use your weapon.
I do. Thank you.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but we're back. We're back in it.
So I have
We were never that good.
2 points of damage.
All right, 2 points of damage. Nice. All right, so yep, still a solid hit as this boomerang tears into his flesh and the vibrant energy starts to shine against the shoulder. Right, and now we are back at the top with Orla Forgeborn.
Right. Would I be able to sheathe Manifest Subjugation and pull out my trusty old great axe?
Sure, I'll count that as a bonus action. You to swap it on your part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, no, it's mine. I want it fair and square. And I pull out the trusty great axe.
Alright.
And, like, am I supposed to kill him or, I'm confused. And again, kind of flat side of the axe, just smash it into his face.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oh, and I don't need reckless.
No, you have advantage with...
Advantage with flanking.
Yeah.
Cool. And advantage dirt.
We're all up on him, trying not to kill this guy.
22.
Okay, 22 is definitely gonna hit.
It's almost max damage. Still good though.
No.
12, 14.
14, damn.
Is that cocked? It looks cocked.
On the side, yeah.
It's on its edge a little bit.
Yeah, reroll it.
Okay.
Yeah, it just hit the table, I suppose.
Very barbarian of me.
8. No, that was wrong. I was adding the wrong number. So the previous one was like one lower, so it was a 21.
Okay.
But this is now a 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Yeah. He's wearing his like blacksmith tunic.
10.
Oh.
So 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright. At this point
Just like
as you're starting to beat his face, he's starting to look a little bloody. He's looking a little mean right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, next is Ronaldo's turn. He's going to he's taking a good concept. He's gonna send some he's gonna take his rapier and he puts it, like the flat end of it on the loot on his back, and as he does it, the blade just starts to ring, and he points it straight at Gwydion, and the energy is and now you are also inspired with bardic inspiration.
Nice.
And then he's just gonna go for another attack with advantage
Rock on, little dude.
because of flanking.
I love
And
it.
that is gonna hit for max damage.
Nice.
Alright. 12 points of piercing damage. As he gets a solid hit into his side, he pulls it out, and he's like, I actually don't know, is this cool to kill? Are we good to kill?
I don't know, buddy. I maybe should tie him up and ask him things. I think he's a regular guy.
Alright, that's fair.
He's like a townsperson.
That night, he's gonna still go for the person holding Charlene.
Yep.
And he's gonna go reckless. Whoops. Jesus.
Too reckless.
You one knocked over all my notes. So it's gonna be a 15 to hit.
Yep.
A 15 hit. Alright. Second attack is gonna be a 15 to hit. Third one,
Don't tell me.
22 to hit.
That's the worst.
Yep.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna roll all 3 of his damage right now. That's gonna be... So 24 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 12 because of your rage. And I'm gonna need you to roll me another Constitution saving throw.
I put away the damn. This is against poison again, right?
Correct, thank you. So,
17.
great. So you're gonna roll it 2 more times for me, please.
Oh, because they all hit.
Because they're all hit, yeah.
Way higher. 22.
Great.
And 14.
14 on that last hit. You're able to fight off some of the poison, but as it hits you, you're just barely able to fight off some of the poison in the effects. But as the charlotte is starting to like bounce into your body, the ringing that occurs inside of you starts to reek inside your head. You're getting the idea that this guy's just getting driven by some kind of like strange frequency of magic. Like the charlotte inside his body, now that you're starting to feel the ringing, charlotte's got some fucked up side effects.
Yeah.
It was like
I
But
don't
you're
know,
just able to fight it off.
Pull out the shards, maybe? I don't know.
how can we help him?
Gwydion?
Uh,
I like the
Here's
laugh.
what I would like to try to do.
Spray him out, just.
First of all, you've lost a customer. And here you're wrong. So, hope that hurts you. Second of all, I would like to use Minor Illusion to create an illusion 30 feet away of a bunch of Charlatan, and then yell in deep speech, "Hey, look at all that Charlatan!"
Alright, so where are we putting it in the room?
As far
Brilliant.
as
I love it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So over by these barrels.
So
there's
over the barrels.
Charlatan.
Okay,
Crazy.
Wow.
roll,
Not very
roll a
good.
deception.
Ay,
Roll a
Dios
deception.
mío.
I'm gonna keep that DC.
Oh no! It's a 4.
He's crazy right now. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, look at all that Charlotte.
Oh wait, but can I use that extra with it?
You do have a bardic
You
inspiration.
do.
But a D6 though wouldn't really add much.
Yeah.
I mean, Ed, you never know.
Okay, let's do it.
You never know.
Let's do it.
Yep, I won't tell you a definite no until things happen.
It's a 3. So you know, there.
7 total?
Yeah, it's
So
a 7.
7 total. Okay.
I wish Tobias was here.
Well, at least make
Here's what I'll do.
him look.
Yeah, at least the
Give it
joke's
insight
on
check.
you. You
Okay,
look.
cool. As far as you know, you've summoned this thing inside the corner.
Look at that.
Pointed it out.
Huh? Shit's crazy, huh?
If that's the case, Donna Bonnie, you notice that this illusion has started. She has said her piece, and he's just immediately turned and looked at it. And that is all you know.
Yeah.
And it is now your turn.
And I will take him by the hair.
Ooh.
Use my short sword and go for a in the neck.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Go ahead and
She's gonna
roll
kill-
for an attack.
Tell on our ass about killing first and asking questions later. What is she doing?
21.
Tired.
21's gonna hit. Roll some damage.
Damn. I'm over here making illusions. I'm just gonna slit his throat.
9 piercing damage.
All right.
Woo!
Get mixed signals from Donner.
So as you start to cut into his neck, he's still
I don't like that he's
thrashing
trying to attack you. And
He sucks.
at the side.
I can take it.
You cut down through his trap as he just, but it's a deep cut as blood is now pouring down on his shirt. He's starting to look real bad.
Any Chardonnay coming out?
No, like, for the most part, it's just blood.
Oh, wow.
Regular human blood. As far as you can tell, you're pretty much an expert.
Yeah, that's your thing.
All right, so at the top of the round, Ball of Forgeborn.
For the board's
I thought we were not killing folks.
He tried to kill you! I'm just like helping.
A lot of things try to kill me. I just smack him in the face again.
All right, go ahead and roll with
Still
advantage
flanking,
because
yeah.
you are flanking with Ronaldo.
It's 2 sevens. 13.
13 is exactly what you need to hit.
Shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not a great roll. Math. 9.
9. All right. As he's just kind of thrashing, you're currently holding him by the head. And he's just he just falls unconscious on the ground in front of you.
Pull the Chardonnay out of him, maybe. He seemed crazy.
So with this final hit, there's a on his head before he just kind of falls unconscious, and you just feel the full weight of an unconscious body inside his hair. Just as he drops down, Ronaldo's like, "That was cool. That was."
My second attack is to pull a Chardonnay out.
All right, you good.
Can you?
Roll me a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, just a strength check, I guess. I mean, we'll make it athletics. That's the whole point of athletics, really. It's
Still raging, but I get advantage on this, I guess.
if you are still raging, you are still raging for
I haven't dropped
dread.
it quite yet.
Yeah,
After that, I'll probably.
it'll last for like another minute. I think that's what it is.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right,
Get that Chardonnay
so
out.
there's a few pieces of Chardonnay inside his chest, but there's a rather large one that he seems to have stuck inside his breast
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
now
make
kind
sure.
of exposed after the cut from
Hope this
Donna
doesn't
Bonnie.
kill him. Yeah.
That's why I made that slash, so we got an easy ass.
As it
access.
pulls it out, there's still quite a bit of blood that comes out. It kind of twitches in his unconscious
Oh,
state,
no.
but he's still kind of knocked out. It was fairly deep inside the muscle of his flesh, and as you pull it out with your gloves still on, you're starting to hear this ringing from this familiar metal inside it, but eventually kind of just sort of dies down now that it's left his body.
Oh, good.
Well, he did know where to find Charlotte.
Is he bleeding to death?
He's looking pretty rough at this moment in time.
Is there a hospital?
Do we have any, healing stuff?
Ronaldo will use a spell slot,
Okay.
and as he purchases, he grabs just Hector's head on the other side of his hands and just kind of holds it up and exposes his ears a little bit. And you hear him just sort of whisper a small song as he casts Healing Word,
Nice.
Nice.
just enough to keep him stable. Yeah, so he's stable for the most part.
Okay.
But yeah, currently unconscious, just sort of lying. His Chardonnay weapon just kind of lies on the ground for the most part. So you guys are left with unconscious Hector.
Can I investigate the room to see if there's any other Chardonnay other than my fake one that I made?
Sure, go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. It is 17.
Alright, so with a 17, you're seeing small pieces on the disc inside the, like he's clearly like had some Chardonnay that he sort of knocked down into small pieces.
Wait.
But as you spend your time looking around the room, You didn't
That's
have
not
much,
even
yeah. And if you remember the
that much.
words of Speaker 10th Wayland, he was given a little bit to experiment with.
So
Yeah.
we know it's not
Didn't go
a
well.
good material.
Yeah. You do notice that on the disc as well there are like journal entries and things like that from his findings of Charlotte. That 17's a pretty good roll.
I love eavesdropping. Could I read through those?
Absolutely.
Maybe that's why the Durgar wanted they could empower themselves like this Looney Tune here.
They have no
Maybe.
control.
I don't know.
It didn't empower him. It made him lose his mind.
It's true. He seemed pretty strong.
Empowering for some
Yeah, well, that,
people.
yeah.
Any of the little shards, I'm just gonna
I
pluck
think,
out of
I
it.
think he was already pretty strong before the Charlotte.
Put him in a
He's a
pile.
fucking blacksmith. Let me look at his body.
That's true. That's
He
true.
he's a rather built individual.
I'm reading his diary.
What does it say?
So as you go
Not
through the
personal
diary,
stuff.
it starts off pretty fairly. He's kind of excited to explore it a little bit.
Good
He
so
says a
far.
prayer before every interaction with the Charlatan to God. The journal entries, however, as they go along, start to get a little bit more jumbled.
Yeah.
He starts talking about whispers. He starts to hear whispers. She is trying to talk to him. There are semblances that there is great power inside the Charlatan that hasn't been tapped or utilized yet. He has no understanding as to what it is, but he hears the whispers, he hears the hums. But as the journal entries go on, they start to get far more befuddled, and it's crazy talk after that about hearing the whispers. I hear 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 the whispers, and that just continues before eventually some of the common slowly turns into deep speech. And as a point, as you're reading through it inside deep speech, unintelligible jargon, just written extremely scribbled and angrily.
Do you know deep speech? Because you can't, but it does make sense. The deep speech.
It's the ravings of a lunatic talking about.
Well, he just learned deep speech.
Yeah,
so
no prominent information, no names are really given.
Hasn't
It's
figured
just-
out conjugation for deep speech.
It's difficult as a second language. For
Yeah.
sure.
Got it.
I don't remember how I learned it. I awoke this way.
Yeah.
Wow, this guy was kooky potatoes, and this book doesn't really make any sense.
Did you tell us what you read?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Say-
crazy.
So did it say she was talking to him?
Uh huh.
So it's either fucking White Lady or Frostmaiden.
Well, I'm
Those are the only two
assuming.
women we know.
Yeah, I would assume it's a Frostmaiden.
They're talking to him through the rocks.
Maybe. I mean, because it was.
Oh, it's very. Oh, it's like Iceland. The
What?
fairies, the fairies are in the rocks in Iceland.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
So maybe the Durgar they working for the Frostmaiden, or
Oh, for
did
sure.
it go all the way to the top?
Yeah.
No, it does.
Stick it to the man.
There's some jingling of metal as Ronaldo is trying to pull some chains that seem to be hanging off to the edge. They just stop to look at him. He's like,
What you doing, bud?
figure maybe we just tie him up.
Oh, not bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I'll do
That's
it.
why we brought you.
I'll help. Yeah.
Thank you.
While I'm doing that, maybe y'all
Smart.
can look at his crazy weapon. I'm just tired of
If anyone wishes to investigate, Ronaldo for the most part is just kind of helping you, but just kind of being gentle with like Hector's head, and like, just making sure that Hector's not as you're tying.
Yeah, his weapon was like it's like some poison with it or something. He was able to fight it off, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
Can I take the Charlotte and put it to my ear and listen like to the ocean?
Sure.
See if there's anything.
I mean, as you're picking it up,
Yeah. Hello?
Careful.
Anybody
yeah.
there?
So as you're holding it and you're putting it to your ear, you don't hear anything.
Guys, I think that dude is crazy. This ain't doing any whispering. I think it's just a regular rock.
I think we knew he was crazy, but what caused it from the beginning? It's just proximity for a long time, maybe? I think the sword's gonna make me crazy.
Oh, cool.
I mean, we'll let you know.
Listen to my sword.
So you hold it.
Nothing. No, it's good. I have a good one. Never mind the name. Should have renamed my sword. It's a bit aggressive.
You're a little aggressive.
That's true. That's
So-
true. That's true. But in like a totalitarian kind of way.
Should we tell anyone about this?
I think we should take this to our
I
graves.
suppose now that he's tied up, maybe we could try and wake him up and get something out of him. See if
Yeah.
he's still crazy now that he doesn't have the shards in him.
This might be something we want to mention to Dennis.
Yeah,
Is just people are going to investigate. Eventually, he knows that Charlotte was here.
right.
Yeah, maybe we should tell them to
Well,
stop giving people Charlotte.
Yeah. I want to something like go get him and like I'll stay here and guard.
You,
Crazy?
your weapon. That's Charlotte, right?
It is, yeah.
And you've never had like whispers or anything.
No.
You could tell us if you did. We would be weird about it.
No.
Okay.
Pulls out some parchment in his little book and he just sort of jots it down as a note. Just something to think of going forward.
You don't have any Charlatan on you, do you?
Me? No.
You just
I mean, I'm
trying to
use
cross
for it.
off the whole white lady thing, possibly being the she, and the Charlatan being a conduit thing.
Oh.
So, if
I
you
do
don't
think
have
I
any,
killed the white
yes.
lady, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
So,
We're
yeah.
past it.
We're over it.
So yeah, it's probably the Frostmaiden then. Usually when people are saying she, it's the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, she does do a lot around here.
Yeah.
She is prolific.
More like definitively evil than say the white lady who is like
Complicated.
complicated. Yes,
Complicated
that's
is
good.
the right way to put it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, she tried to eat my soul,
Right.
and she looked me right in the eyes and tried to suck my soul out.
We're good. We're good.
So,
yeah.
conflict woman, yeah, for sure.
So yeah, do we want to get Danoff and bring him
Yeah,
back?
bring him back, show him what's up.
I'd like to stay here and watch Cuckoo Banana Pants.
Crazy
Good idea.
potatoes.
Kooky potatoes.
Cuckoo potatoes.
Yes.
Cuckoo potatoes are cool.
Cuckoo Banana Pants.
Cuckoo banana pants
Same.
and crazy
Same.
potatoes. Alright.
His name
Heard
is
that
Hector.
somewhere. I didn't just.
His name's Hector.
Alright.
But
Cool,
yeah,
I guess
I'm
I'll
gonna run out
go-
and get Dan and
Well, yeah, I think maybe
Denon.
I think
yogurt.
maybe I'll go get him
Yeah, you
just
know
for
where
the
he is.
sake
I was
of
just being nice.
discretion
Thank you,
and whatnot. All right,
Have you watched that before?
I'll go get Dennis.
Sorry.
5-second rolls.
Keep safe. All right.
Yeah.
All right, just keep an eye on him. I'll be as fast as I can, I suppose. Great. That was fun.
Yeah,
Very
nice.
You had fun?
scary kind of adrenaline
Good
rush
job.
kind of way.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thanks.
Like how you got in there all strategically on him, distracted him. And
Yeah. That was
Good.
You were very brave
Yeah.
thanks.
Good shit.
and strong.
Oh, do my best.
All
All right.
Yeah.
Back in a bit. And he takes off, and the adrenaline is still in him. It's just it just kind of disappears. You guys hear him up on the stairs before he hits up in the door and looks out. Before he comes back, you guys do have some time by yourself now with an unconscious Hector inside this blacksmith. So a rare moment for the good people where you guys are actually alone.
Oh yeah. Hey, we can talk out loud now. Kind of go around just feeling for Durgar.
Roll me investigation, I guess.
Alright. Investigation. 7.
7. Alright. Borla is.
I think we're good. So I guess it was good we decided to come down here and take a look.
Yeah. What
Instead
else
of just
is
going
down
back to the
here?
wagon.
Are there any books?
Yeah, if you spend your time looking along, yeah, there's a shelf about some
Forging?
books. There are certain things like mentioned about Gond. You know,
Can I
about
read
the
more
Gond.
about Gond?
Yeah, sure. If you spend the time for the rest of your so I'll just say for the rest of the time until Deneth arrives, you're spending your time reading through a book about Gond, and I'll give you information now in a sec, unless you guys have anything in particular that you guys would like to do.
I really just want to. I really want Hector to get better so we can talk.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
but we
did
don't have
anybody
anything, right?
take a look at the weapon?
Oh, I thought that.
I was just asking if someone like messed with it or anything.
No.
That's
His
fine.
weapon?
I've already got my own
You
cool
hold
one.
What? Okay.
I don't know. You're a
I'm reading. I don't know what you're doing.
Wizard?
I'm
All right, we'll look
I'm
at it later then.
Reading a book. The weapon? Okay, yeah. Can I investigate the weapon?
Sure, roll me an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 15.
15. Alright. Very crudely made. In comparison to Manifest Subjugation that is on Border's back.
Can't change that name.
Whole other kind of craftsmanship that went into this. Carefully crafted blade that is a combination of regular steel ore and chatelaine versus something that was smithed with hastily energy. This is not a structurally sound kind of weapon. It was sort of made more out of rage and hurry and instance than anything else.
It's crazy Hector.
After he started getting crazy, yeah. Alright, we should probably hang on to it. Not.
Yeah. Could I hit it on the ground and see if it starts making that ringing noise?
Yeah, banging against the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
No immediate ringing from hitting the stone floor.
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
I'll stop doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Like,
Okay.
hit it against my sword, it would probably do that, but I'd rather not experiment.
Oh, okay, well, I thought we were here to experiment, but that's okay.
I made Donner and Ronaldo's noses bleed when it happened, so. Yeah.
That sounds kind of exciting.
Guess
So-
we wait. She reads, we
It's
wait.
just been time, yep.
I'll read.
So, a little bit of information that you found within the short period of time. It doesn't takes at most 40 minutes to an hour for them to arrive. So you read a little bit about Gond. So Gond is favored by people that worship the Forge domain of gods, a large collection of gods that are all about expansion, crafting, metallurgy, etc. But
it.
also simply from his desire to constantly innovate and be creative. A lot of people that worship gods of knowledge, inside the knowledge domain, also refer to Gond. He's a very creative god that is worshipped not only by blacksmiths, but also by engineers, woodworkers, carvers, inventors, even some artificers of late are people that, just because he is this kind of god of innovation, he welcomes creativity and looking about. There's some symbols and colors represented to him by saffron and crimson. It's a rather interesting color palette. You go through the symbol of the book, which is a toothed cog with 4 spokes, like a gear. And as you spend some time with him, seems like a fairly decent individual. Very typically worshipped in communities by gnomes. Gnomes are really big inside their own inventions and creativity, and they love Gond. Some certain names for him are the Holy Maker of all things, the Lord of all smiths, the Gearsmith, Inspiration Divine, the Wonder Bringer, or inside some derogatory cases, Gond of the Forge Stinking Breath.
Did he have really bad breath?
As far as you know.
Ooh.
But so it's just books about Gond. But eventually, you guys hear the door above open and close, and there are some footsteps. And eventually, Ronaldo sort of pumps down. The adrenaline's kind of left his body now. And he's okay. And Danath comes down. He's got full geared once again. Town jacket. He does his best to look decent, but his face is still exhausted. And he sort of marches on in, takes a look at Hector. Like a sadness in his face. He's like, alright. This is good. This is good to know. Thank you for not killing him. Can't imagine that was
It took all of our effort.
easy. I can't imagine that was easy, but I do appreciate the understanding. He's a good man.
Hopefully he wakes up okay.
Yeah, he was insane
Yeah.
for a minute there.
Seems like it was the Charlemagne, but he might be out of sorts when he gets up.
He digs through his pocket and he pulls out a small little stone that seems to have a face on it. This one is currently almost red colored. It just seems to been painted. Before he holds it inside his hand nice and tightly, you hear him say, "Ensure that nobody touches any sort of essence of Charlotte. Tell them that if they do find it, you are the only one that is ever to handle it. No citizen should ever come into contact with it." Before he puts it back, you hear him listen to a response. He says, alright, do a blanket or something to cover his body. I'd appreciate getting him just through to the infirmary. Let's keep this on the down low until we can remove safely all of these pieces from his body. Maybe after some time we'll get some information out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the couple that I have a few.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, could we wrap this up?
Right.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's keep all pieces that we can for now. I'd appreciate, once again, discretion is absolute key. But you can understand, haste is required to get the shuttle in here. The sooner we can get some answers, the better. What do you need from me to speed up this process? And let's be honest and frank. No more civility. I look forward to get this done.
Right. We have one thing we could check that might have some Shardolin in it, and it's actually in town, so we could do that. So we're about to head there, and then this.
Is there anyone else that would be aware of this?
That might be in it? Maybe Charlie Booker.
Yeah, Charlie Booker. Charlie Booker Security.
Yes, no, trust me, I'm familiar with that man.
Which, pretty trustworthy fellow.
For the most part, but he's the last person I want to see go berserk. So let's get to this wagon. Yes?
Yeah, and I know the militia is pretty busy right now, but maybe post some guards in the infirmary just in case he wakes up and is like, or whatever.
This is a very good point.
Yeah.
Pulls
Don't
out
want any medics like
another stone. This one is blue in nature. Before he does relate it, can I just get a few well-worthy, well-rested guards to head to the infirmary? I'm going to meet them there. Tell them to expect us and just keep it relaxed, for the love of God. Puts it away. Very good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, let's cover them up. Are you comfortable carrying this individual?
Oh, sure. Still chained up, I guess.
Nice.
Oddly impressive. Ronaldo's like, yeah, no, she's good at that. Before a covered, blanketed body of Hector, before you guys are able to carry him on out and head out towards the infirmary with Deneth. Every time somebody kind of peeks up, for the most part, Deneth does his best to shovel off. And I'll say, Ronaldo, alright, does a decent job of deflecting anytime something comes up.
See here.
Yeah,
Come on now.
kind of. He's like, drunkards, am I right?
It's all dripping with blood.
He's well wrapped up.
That's fair,
He's
that's
well
fair.
wrapped up.
Gotta get there before it seeps through.
Eventually, however, you guys do end up at the infirmary where some guards, they take him off of your case. Deneth has some words with some of the doctors and the nurses there to be, let's get them in a private room. And, yeah. So for the most part, Hector is kind of passed off. So Deneth returns to you and says, for what it's worth, hopefully this can help. Just keep reporting to me in future, please.
Right.
And he pulls out a rather hefty bag. And he'll hand it off to, I guess, Borden, because he was the one that was carrying it for the most part. Yeah. You feel a solid as a lot of gold coins just landed in your hand.
Free to check it now. Thank you.
Oh, this would help. He pulls out a small, similar looking kind of stone that's gold. And says, which one would be the best to communicate with going forward with these endeavors?
Not me.
I'm pretty communicative. I'll let you know what's going on.
Great. Okay.
I'll keep you in the loop, buddy.
He hands off to one sending stone. The sending stone connects directly to a stone of his. So once per day you can send a sending spell, which is 25 words.
Just
Once per
one?
day.
Wow, is this like a Twitter?
I was immediately going to
character
use
account?
it to say, hi, I'm having a great day. How are you doing? But then I don't think I can do that.
Okay, great.
Said that.
Yeah, for the most part, he fills you in.
what's up,
For the most part, it's like once per day you can communicate with me. Emergencies, vital pieces of information that can't wait.
Yeah.
Please, I'll do my best to respond as possible. You have 25 words. Please use it.
And you can only respond once in 25 words.
Correct.
This is really terrible magic item. So
I
thank
could
you.
work the other way, like you call us, we respond, and then
Exactly
it's
that.
done
If
for
there's
the day.
anything that I could relate to you that's of vital importance or anything else, you could expect it.
Phone a friend.
Cool,
Okay.
cool,
Okay,
cool.
good.
Great. Well, I'm getting back to more business. Go check out your wagon.
Wagon, yeah.
Okay,
Stay
give him a little
safe.
hug.
Oh,
Yeah. You like that?
You did
Thanks.
say be
Thank
more
you.
informal, so
Yeah.
that's how we're informal.
no, it's
I mean, now that we got this talking stone, I think
it's
we're friends.
appreciated. It's just unexpected. That's all. So
I get
thank
it.
you.
Yeah. It's not great to hug a skeleton. It feels terrible.
All right. Thank you. And he just goes about his business as the speaker walks alone throughout the city. And now and then, people are like, "Speaker, hello, speaker." And so says hi to his citizens before he continues to walk on throughout the rest of his day.
Wow, what a job.
Wagon?
Yeah, let's go check to see if we enter that crazy rock.
Totally looking at the
Be
counter
bad.
as we're walking down.
Yeah, and as you're walking around and counting along, 1,000 gold pieces. inside
I didn't know this town actually had this kind of money.
I think we might have more money than the town now.
Well, now because it's shifted in one direction towards us, yeah.
Huh?
The
Great.
seesaw.
It's okay, we just spent it
I
at
think
the
we
bar.
should donate that money for the rebuilding of the library.
Dude, who even uses that library?
Oh,
Anymore?
they don't-
It's a
I
crazy
don't-
thought,
I
but
don't think they need all of it.
only some of it for
Maybe
the
like
labor.
a third of it.
We'll
we
check
could
out the
donate.
wagon when we get back and we'll see, like, hey, how would this help? And give them like 10.
We don't
and see-
deserve 1,000 gold pieces right now,
I
so.
don't know.
We just saved a man's life, probably.
Hey, yeah. You did beat him in the face with an axe.
If I could, well handled. That was, yeah,
Thank you.
that was well handled.
You too.
So, for whatever that's worth, I just.
Yeah.
Great, little buddy.
Thanks. That was actually very exciting. I could understand the allure. Scary. Like wow, that was.
It
scary.
looked like you've done it before.
I've had my fair share of tussles in the past. Oh, are you okay?
Mine?
Yeah, and featured just tighten the
doing
water
great.
skin at the top. You know, when the leather gets old, it doesn't
Just-
tend to well.
Pops right off like champagne.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't think I knew about that.
Yeah. Alright, so as you guys continue to walk on back to the wagon, which you remember you parked at the White Lady Inn when we arrived.
Right.
Where do we park the wagon?
Which
Alright,
wagon did?
there's the butt print. That one's ours. Yeah.
So the new area of the wagons, you guys approach it. Right about this point, you're approaching midday, a little afternoon. Well, for the most part that you can ascertain, it's still dark because of the aurora in the sky. But you guys do arrive to a familiar wagon. The dogs are inside a kennel that's sort of at the back. They just seem to be kind of, one of them is sleeping, two of them are kind of playing with another one. The one's just annoying the other one, who's just trying their best to like not listen to the other dog. But
That sounds like they're not crazy so far. That's good.
for the most part, your wagon currently stands.
Sipo's not around anywhere.
You don't currently see Zippo.
Okay. Maybe we should check in the boxes we've been like sleeping next to and stuff.
Yeah, let's investigate.
Sure. I mean, so you guys go through the regular cargo, your bedrolls and everything else that were placed there by Sipo when he reconstructed everything else. There are your rations that stay there for the most part. Seems what you guys ate before. That you guys came. However, there is one crate that did have quite a bit of attention when you guys first saw the wagon out in Kirkonig. Instead of having a symbol of a town that it will be delivered to, which is not unlike for merchants to do, to just stamp, this is where we're delivering this, so they kind of understand. This one had a different kind of symbol, a Jolly Roger that one of us recognized and relayed to everybody else about her previous job. Symbol of a Jolly Roger that's kind of got like a navy black background with the symbol of a crescent moon that sits on top of it.
Great. Pirate box.
What's in the pirate box?
You got a hand axe, so I don't have a crowbar, I'm just gonna pry it.
It doesn't take much, as the lid kind of
That's easy.
falls off,
I'm really strong.
and the contents of which are empty.
Huh.
Poop.
An idea that this was pried open before.
I'm gonna put my hands in and just make sure nothing's visible because there's been a lot of invisible stuff lately.
Yeah, that's he's fucking with you.
Die.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here, guys.
An empty crate.
It's
The
empty.
top of the lid, from the nails and everything else, it's been
I got a
popped
splinter.
open before.
Damn.
Any way to tell how long ago? No,
Investigation?
Sure.
I
I'm
guess.
so good at that. That's it, 17.
No idea.
Yep.
It's hard to tell.
I rolled investigation. I got a natural 20 plus 6. 26!
So with a 26.
I'm gonna smell the box.
At the bottom, there's like a name was given.
Wow.
Still, I'm afraid. Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's a high DC. That's the same when this thing was opened up.
It's
Sorry.
Probably Durgar, maybe. With their sneaky invisibleness, maybe. They would have recognized
But what would have been in
this.
the box? You know what's in the box, huh?
They would have recognized this, right?
So you don't think it was anyone from our crew?
Well, what did you used to do?
One of us stealed it? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Steal this.
Yeah.
We stealed it. Good.
I actually don't know what's in that box. Do I?
Roll me an intelligence check.
You're gonna have to tell me how intelligent I am. It's freaky.
23.
So, what?
Oh, that was my saving. That's not right, is it?
It's a different. Yeah,
So,
it'll be.
hold on.
Well, I mean, keep the same roll. Just add your intelligence modifier instead of your.
17. Was it
17?
Yeah.
So you don't remember. You don't entirely remember everything that's on the cargo. You had a very specific job on board the Dark Duchess. However, you do remember from the letter and the map, and it's easy to piece together inside your head from a crate with the symbol of the sun and the markings on the map and mentioning inside the letter. It might be possible, you don't know, that on board the Dark Duchess when you came into Icewind Dale, you were harvesting and bringing in some charlotte.
Guys, it might be Charlotte. I'm not sure.
Alright.
I'm also not sure.
But it could have been I think it might have been Charlotte.
Who then would have taken it?
So this specifically was your pirate boat.
Yes.
Okay. Wouldn't happen to be called something called the Dark Duchess?
Yes.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah. It's a pretty big journey.
Damn. Definitely not quick enough for the festival. We might be just shit out of luck on that one.
Well, we're shit out of luck on the festival.
I don't think we're holding it because the gates are closed because
Well, I know I was trying to I was trying to get this resolved sooner rather than later so they could have a little fun. I want to see the kids perform and also become
That's okay.
super famous.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, but the kids kind of hacks.
Oh well.
Yeah, why don't we go investigate this boat?
Could do that. Are you okay going back to that?
Yeah, you
though?
want to go see some old friends?
You seem a little bit anxious
Why do
about your past.
you want to investigate this boat because you know that we had Charlotte on the boat?
Could still be Charlotte on the boats.
That's a good reason.
Although if this
Y'all were
crate,
running that Charlotte
I
game.
don't know if this crate's
I wasn't
here,
really aware of that.
they might have already looted the entire thing.
Well, I mean, is it typical to have one crate on a ship? How big was your ship?
Pretty big.
It was a ship.
When we loaded the
Wasn't a
crate
boat.
into the wagon, did we feel that it was light or heavy? Do you remember?
I mean, for the most part, that it was already in the wagon.
Right.
So if you guys
Yeah.
had moved it for the sake of sleeping or anything else, I will tell you that every time you've handled it, at some
Yeah.
point, it was full.
Okay, it's one of us.
What about
no,
Sibo?
again, we have invisible
Sibo?
crazy dwarfs though.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
could be. They could
that's
be
true.
invisible. Or Tobias, he's gone.
That's true.
He's
Galaxy.
a
Or
little
Remy.
We haven't seen Galaxy in a long
Remy
time.
is
Yeah.
a while. Yeah, again. He's
Remy?
a spy.
That's true.
You think Remy would do that?
I don't know.
I
He's so chill.
don't really know. He seemed okay, I
This
guess.
rock makes
but-
people crazy though.
That's true.
I might be a little biased.
So the question
Oh,
is,
sorry. Yeah, you like her.
I suppose, is do we try and go to one of these X's that's closer and hope they're storing it there, or do we make the long trek to go to the
Dark Duchess.
no,
The double D.
right the double D?
Well, the X's are closer, so let's go to one of the X's.
Think so? It's kind of
But the
the
Dark Duchess is far away.
yeah, kind of the other way, like the complete opposite direction if we're wrong though. I'm just like if we do
But
it,
the
we
real
gotta
journey was
hope-
friendship.
we'll fight.
Yeah. You're like, no. I hate being friends with you.
Partners in crime more than anything else. Let me see. Are there any others? There's a spire. Oh look, there's
Didn't
an
see
X.
any
That
other-
makes sense now.
We go to good mead because that sounds fun.
This one.
Good mead.
Students
Like
hold.
mead.
Yeah. Bryn Chandler's that way. We've heard some stuff about that. Ooh, if we go that way, we have to go through Targos. Oh, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here.
I think we should go towards that. I'd like to find out some more stuff about
But you.
a Tyrus.
That's true. That's like a good reason to go that way instead.
Oh, my tires is from Target.
Yeah, we should ask about him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen anybody?
He doesn't
with
seem to
blue
be
eyes?
happy about going back though, so that might be quite.
He would say no. He would say no.
It'd be a thing
But
to
he's
sell.
not
Or
here.
we could just not tell him and hope he doesn't remember how to get there. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's a good idea, but very deceiving. So.
I think he's a little brighter than me though, so he might catch on. He's from here, so.
Sure. Maybe. I mean, if he's from here, he's.
Always like say, hey, we can disguise you with something.
I mean, we could go to the Double D, but I still don't really understand the point of going.
There might be more of those crates.
I don't think they would be there. I
Do you
mean,
think they'll
I
be
think it's already
guesses?
been fully looted.
probably.
All right.
Although it is very far away, right?
It is.
It isn't easy.
I
On the
mean,
map,
yeah, according to the map,
show the map.
that's quite a bit of distance. But
It's a heck of a
if I
commitment.
may, there's something that's got to do with your past. That side. I mean, I don't know. I would encourage you to explore.
Yeah, we're not going to judge you
I mean,
off
yeah.
for your past.
But of course,
Whatever
this.
you might have done.
I mean, number one, my opinion means very little. This is your guys' expertise.
No, you're great and all that. You're you know.
Thank you. No, but
appreciated.
this is definitely where you
Wait.
guys are more prominent. You know what I mean? Like,
What did you say earlier? When I told you I love you, you said you're gonna. What did you say? We're gonna go back to.
oh, I mean, you were.
I think that was a little cheeky bedroom thing. But we're on
Stage
that one
whisper.
now.
Stage whisper.
Yeah,
Sorry.
stage whisper.
What did you say you wanted to go after I told you I love you?
Oh, my room.
Oh. Okay, well, let's have one more night here and then head over to the Double D.
I'm a fan of that.
Supposed
do
to be
it.
good to rest, make sure, see if we can find our companions.
I need to rest. I'm damaged.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
me
gotta
too.
make sure Charlie hasn't turned, you know, all the fun stuff.
Me too. I'm feeling about 54 out of 71 right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Wow, that's very
Wow.
specific.
Very specific. You're sharp today.
I've been hit a lot, so I kind of know how I'm doing. Get hit a lot. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna. I'm at least I'm not gonna push you toward anything. I feel like most of us in the group are kind of running from things. So.
Yeah, I'm not special. But
Right.
let's
I
sleep
would
on it.
highly disagree, but sure.
That's cute.
It's pretty
That's really
cute.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
You're cute, but in like a adult manly way.
Oh, thank you.
Like, yeah.
Thanks, Paula.
That's a
Mm,
good
That's very
stipulation.
respectful.
I do appreciate that.
yeah.
All right, well, let's. I say let's sleep on it.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Let's
sleep
go
in
back to the
bed.
White Lady. Can we try that really, really old wine you wanted to drink like last night, but
Oh.
you were so drunk that I won't like discourage you. From
Oh,
it 'cause I wanted
ye-
you to actually enjoy it.
You know what? That was a very wise move. Yeah, good on you.
I
for
just
that.
want you to enjoy it.
No, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful.
I think it's a
Sorry.
special night. I don't know why, but like I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
special.
don't rule it
I
out.
don't want to be hearing this.
Same.
Bam.
Well,
Sage whispering.
I mean, it
That's
is
how it's
still. I mean, for the most part,
Still got plenty of day left. Yeah.
some day. Is there anything I can help you guys with inside East Haven while
I
I'm
suppose
here?
we can go back to the town hall and see if we can donate some funds to rebuild.
Oh my god, I'm turning into such a good person.
Damn
I
building.
think we should. Yeah.
Okay, but only because I
Alright.
feel bad about all the crimes.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's
So-
go.
At least your part. At least donate your share of the money. Because I
Hey,
wasn't
whoa, whoa,
involved, if you
whoa.
recall.
Whoa, whoa. Maybe it wouldn't have happened if you were there.
Listen, love you guys. Oh, good
I
point.
need adult supervision at all times. I've been alive for 4
Okay,
weeks.
but that's not my fault.
So all right. So here our share. So we're splitting it up. It's you, obviously Tobias.
All right, 1,000 divided by how
And,
much?
Tobias
and,
has money.
we had to split with Tobias and Tyrus and
Okay.
Pepe and Charlie Booker.
We're not splitting with
and-
Pepe.
and Sipo
take
and
off one of-
Ronaldo
take off one of the
and
fingers.
So really, it's like
Oh.
7 divided by.
So,
And the
so
taxes.
6 divided by 1,000? 1,000 divided by... Oh,
Sure.
6 divided by 1,000?
Sure.
I get 12 cents.
Tobias, if you want to give cut anybody else in, just so there's less coming out of funds.
Or should we divide by 4?
No, that means I have to give away more.
Yeah.
Well,
6.
if Sorry, for the most part, I really do not need that much of a change.
Yeah,
That
but
means we have to get
no.
him some.
You know,
Sure.
All right, divide by
Yeah.
7. 1,000 divided by 7. We each get 143 gold pieces.
Wow.
it's quite a lot.
And I'm donating mine. Okay.
Well,
Oh,
you
good.
don't have to donate all
Majority.
yours. I'll throw in 50. You throw in 50. That's 100 gold piece.
Pretty good.
Do you think that's
Pretty
going to
good.
help build a library?
I don't
You
know.
know, it depends how many books I want.
This is the most money I've ever seen in my life. Wow.
Well, I'm going to
Wow.
Yeah, buddy, you gonna put some
Wow!
in? Are you gonna put some in?
So who are the 7 again? Just so for game
Tyrus, and Tobias, you and me, and Donner Bonner, and
Ronaldo.
Pepe, and Ronaldo,
And,
Charlie Booker? Yeah.
Charlie Sipo combined thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. All right. So we just have to tell them, give it to
And
them.
give them 143.
Sure. All right.
And then you guys can hold on your 143, but go. You need to.
This is cool. I'm gonna build a stage.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
That's a great
That's
one.
gonna be
Sounds
cool.
cute.
Maybe. Oh, you know what? I think we're gonna breathe some life into that private room you were talking about. You know, maybe just sort of build up the whole White Lady Inn. Maybe build something just kind of like
Maybe
memory of her.
stage act.
You could even change the name. so
Oh,
it's not
like
White
do a
Lady.
story of the White Lady.
Yeah. At
Oh!
the White Lady Inn.
So
I would be in that,
That is
story.
very interesting. Okay.
What, minus 857? Try it because I put the full 1,000 in there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it should be minus 857, I think. I can math. 143, yeah, that should be right. Remove. Oh, that's way sadder now.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Actually.
Okay, wait. So it's 143 plus 5, 148. But I want to donate 50. Okay.
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 Off to the town hall.
Let's go to the town hall. Clinking in our pockets. Clink, 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 clink.
Alrighty. So we'll say for the most part, yep, you guys get there in the time. We'll speed up that process
That's
for
fine.
brevity. And you guys do arrive to the town hall. Still at the same, state as it is. 1 or 2 more guards than usual around the library due to the call from Dennis Whalen. But yeah.
I'm 50 gold, and until its sun goes down, I'll help rebuild.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
So I feel
Orla.
better about not giving my full share.
I mean, eventually you do see Charlie Booker who comes to join you.
Hey,
And
look.
between you and Charlie
Oh, they're
Booker, there's a
rich.
lot of like, holy shit, they're strong. Just rebuilding, holding up, like sharing massive logs between just the two of you. As Boyla and Charlie get to work for.
He's like this.
And
The rest of the day, donation is graciously
Mhm.
accepted. Dennis is a little surprised, but he's like,
You know,
great. And then there's some divvying up between the gold to some of the guards and everything else at the
one
station.
day you
as
can
well.
build a statue of us. It's cool.
Worst of
Of all of us who donated.
Wow.
Okay, so Boiler's gonna spend until nighttime at
Yeah,
least.
I'll give
So-
Charlie Booker his 143 and say like, that's so you come back after you're done with the militia,
Oh,
right?
well, that's very kind of you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. I've got to think of what I'm going to do with this. Maybe, I don't know.
Start business.
Just settle
Ooh,
down.
ooh.
Very nice girl.
I've got ideas. Like,
Oh.
we should equip the. Oh, that's fine too.
What
the
were you
wagon.
going to say?
Like,
The murder's
like
good, but
the,
you
the
know.
wagon, like put like a
A
Spoiler.
bar,
Like
a mead bar, a barrel
like
of mead
a
in there.
ballista or something on the
Oh,
back.
hell yeah.
Cool, right?
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. He just marches off and you're like, oh, wow,
We're
okay.
making a
As
tank.
Charlie just starts marching off. We're going to make
like,
that note.
Getting chased by something and like gnolls and shit. I go,
The dragon.
right.
Yes.
I wouldn't shoot things at dragons anymore though.
Well, I'd be dead.
Right.
Alright, so I guess that's how Boiler's going to spend some time until nighttime.
Yeah.
Is there any other kind of notice of how people would like to just spend some time before night? You have the whole town, we got a little bit of extra gold. Town is still pretty active, but for the most part, everything's still open. Yeah, with the exception of the docks, of course, but yeah.
I would like to also help, but not with my hands, with magic, because I'm very weak.
Okay. I mean, there's still plenty of things like the floating disc is able to move crates,
Floating disc!
There
etc.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So assisting as well.
I'm not very helpful, but I'm here.
As this is all happening, there is a moment where Ronaldo's kind of watching everyone get to work and gold being donated.
I mean, I'll help build stuff.
I mean, he does grab your hand at some point. He's like, Donner, you're a good person. Before you get to it, and then
But did she donate?
Ronaldo. Yeah, I mean, are you gonna help out at the town hall as well? Wow. Okay, so if everyone's helping out, Ronaldo's he'll help where he can for the most part. If it's he'll sort of disappear upstairs for a little bit to just help with reorganizing like papers and things that have come across, and so he's helping where he's good. And then now and then when people are taking a break to sort of relax, he'll play a tune.
That's helpful.
Anyway, here's one wall.
Actually, you know what? I will say this. I will say this.
Say it.
As he's that, just fucking
Say
that.
it, bro.
As you guys are working, I mean, you are working, but this is inside a kind of controlled, relaxed, and safe environment. And every now and then you will take a break to catch your breath. He's going to use the, Song of Rest. So for at least 1 point. And we'll do it this way. We'll make it nice and easy for everyone else. Oh, you guys will all heal for 4 hit points.
Yeah.
We have to use our hit dice to get that right.
Correct.
What?
So I'll use
Yeah, you can
one. And
one or more hit dice.
yeah,
What's
so I'll add 9.
So if you want to use
Okay.
one of your hit dice, so hit dice is something that's specific to each character, and when you take a break, you can use some of them if you want to roll that die and gain that much hit points.
Okay, what
Yeah,
die?
so it should be under your short rest corner somewhere at the top there. I think it's by that anvil. Somewhere next to it. It should be a button.
Plus
Damn it.
an extra 3 from my
Damn it.
No, you're good.
Wait, which one?
Sure, let me take a little peeky here.
My
Disappearing
God.
on this camera. I'm
reappearing.
So it might be under.
Mm.
Here.
Yeah, that's good enough. Just one hit dice, fine for me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I didn't
I'm so sorry. So yeah, so that's your current hit
Stayed
dice. So
back.
you'll roll a 10, and then if you want to use that, you can roll a D10, and then because of Ronaldo, also a D6. And I guess he rolled it, so you can add
And you
4.
need to add your con as well, your con modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correction too. So just roll a D10
Bards really
if you want
are
to use it.
Which one's D10? This one?
That one there, yes. Bam.
5.
All right. So you'll add 5 plus your charisma, your Constitution modifier.
0.
Cool. So it's 5 plus 4 is 9. So you'll heal for 9.
Nice.
Yeah, because of Ronaldo's extra 4 from playing the song.
Thanks,
yeah.
Ronaldo.
So eventually
one.
nighttime comes, there's a change in shift as some other people start to volunteer. A lot of work gets done. I'm gonna say, we'll do it this way. Roll survival. Everyone just roll survival. I'll roll
Alright.
for other
We
individuals.
survived.
Hey.
Hey,
Wow.
dirty 20.
Alright.
Also a dirty 20.
Oh,
Nice.
19.
Oh great. So
Shit.
We survived, guys.
a shit ton of work
We're
gets
so
done.
good at building things.
It's a very decent job as you guys spend the majority of the day just really helping out. Really good vibes and good energy from rebuilding it. A lot of work gets done. For the most part, there's a very sturdy wall that is now blocking sort of any entrance coming in. Compiled of different logs and other sort of like Python tools that have been used, very easily brought over with the floating disk. A lot of work gets done. By the time nighttime comes and there's another shift of people to come in, and you guys can take a step back to let other people work out. You guys got a lot of work done in that town hall.
Wow.
Some very good, sturdy
I
work
feel
as
good
well.
about this.
Yeah, I feel better now. I don't have to.
You know what? At one point, at Tyrus, Sid asked me what I would do after all this is done. Maybe construction. It was good to work with your hands.
You did really well.
But occasionally go out and kill things.
Ah.
Yeah. Mix it up a bit.
That kind of construction worker, yeah.
Great.
For sure.
Vigilante construction work.
Or
You know.
serial killer construction worker. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really, you could
Oh.
do anything. I believe in you.
I appreciate
That
that.
was fun.
I appreciate that.
Mentioned Ronaldo does join you guys when the shift changes, and he's like, "Wow, Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Nicely done.
Good to have strong
Your
people,
music
huh?
helped us a lot.
Oh.
It's good.
Thanks.
The tunes are banging.
Yeah, appreciate it. Been working on it. Had some inspiration lately, so. But
Gross. Cool. Tired of hearing about it. You nasty.
all right. I could go for some wine. I don't know how you guys are feeling.
Mine's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Worked up a sweat, yeah.
This is gonna be on me.
Oh.
So, thanks. You guys still progress through the night.
Roxy just said our screen is black.
Oh yeah.
Is it just us?
Yeah, it is. One of your cameras went out.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, they'll be able to hear you. Yeah, but I don't know why your signal went out. All right, we're gonna be back in like 5 minutes. As I sort this out, it's probably just a cable thing.
Wow.
check, and it was
already.
It was very bad.
And we are back. Apologies for that, everybody. News cables. But anyway, we're back. Thank you, Roxy, for letting us know.
Yep.
So eventually, guys, settle on back to the White Lady Inn, where there's some hustle and bustle of people coming inside, enjoying a bit of a beer, of course. Once again, Bartamon is there. Because you guys are...
Party!
No! Come on in, good people! And then there's the occasional people that are like, fuck yeah, it's the good people. It's the fucking good people.
Oh my
But,
god,
yeah.
we're so famous.
They like us.
I really like us.
They don't even know about any of the crimes.
But as you guys arrive back
like
to the inn, Ronaldo is very true to his word. He heads right up to the end of the bar and immediately orders around some drinks and some food before he's, hey Bartabon, I'd like the bottle now, please. He's like, oh, sure. And he comes back with that true bottle of wine that seems to be very decoratively worn. Like half of it has been dipped in wax and it's sort of like very neatly tied up with string. It's a very beautiful bottle. Leaving you guys...
Go off.
That might be a little bit too fancy for my palate.
It's just try us.
What?
Well, I know, but he said it was on us, so I assume we're all gonna try the wine.
Oh.
Or is it just
I
us?
thought you was
Try it,
wine and dining.
You two enjoy your night. And he takes the bottle, 2 wine glasses,
right.
he grabs you by the hand, and you guys watch as Donna Bunny and Ronaldo disappear to the back room.
Later, Gator.
Hey,
We can have our own wine. Ladies' night.
However, what is treated out to indeed a ladies' night is a delightful board of very delicious foods. Some charcuterie to start you off, some very fresh bread. Well, I mean, for the most part, like it's
Their version of
yeah, it's like dried fruits, some nuts. There might be a little bit of smoked meat
Don't
that's
sell him
with
short.
it.
Barabon's an awesome
Yes.
culinary artist.
I mean,
It's
also
hard food, but
from
it's
your
good.
experience that you guys have like, progressively only kind of hung out here for the most part, you guys have noticed there is sort of a progression inside this food. It's gotten a lot better. The portion of it is it's Bardavon. He's taking a long time to put some like proper effort into this place, and he's done it with quite a bit of pride.
We've renewed his passion for food.
Right.
This is beautiful.
And decor.
Wow.
So I'm just getting a little bit of
You're good. I'm just munching charcuterie.
Ambient.
There's a bit of a ladies' night as you guys find yourself at the table.
Hey.
Alone for the most part. The ales are extremely generous.
Mm.
You are brought, new ones by the time you're at the lower quarter of whatever it is that you are drinking. I presume. Are you putting on your ring back on?
Oh yeah,
So-
because it's ladies' night.
There we go.
I'm not
So,
really skilled.
ladies' night as an elf and a dwarf sit
Yeah.
together at a table enjoying being spoiled. There's,
Oh yeah.
there are some moments. So, if there's anything you guys would like to talk about while you're there.
I suppose this is a little weird. I know historically our people aren't always the friendliest.
Yeah, I'm glad that I got to know you as a skeleton person instead.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was be too judgmental. I didn't really have any. I really didn't know a lot else. It was mostly just dwarves where I came from.
Yeah, I'm
So-
kind of a token elf here, but it's good.
Yeah.
I still like it. I like to represent our culture.
That's good.
Which I don't know what it
I was
is.
about to say, do you remember your
Not
culture?
anything.
All right.
No, but once I find out what it is, I'm ready to represent it.
Today was a good day, better than yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday was wild.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, yesterday we
That
destroyed
dragon,
it.
that dragon was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it threw me off, for sure. Yeah, I
that
did
was,
like rebuilding today. That
That
made
was
me
fun.
feel
Yeah.
better.
That was good. We did that. We saved the blacksmith.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was a good day. Good day.
What is it like? Didn't find any of our friends.
I'm feeling like maybe we're on the back on the actual earning our name, good people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where
Yeah.
we're not faking it right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I always kind of figured
It's a
it was
brand name.
just for a brand, but we're actually doing some good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
It's good, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. Not used to this.
Being a good person.
Yeah, it's more of a like hunter-gatherer, provider kind of thing. So, it was like we do this to survive. Not I'm gonna go save peasants.
You donated money
I
today.
know that was weird too.
That's crazy.
I'm not that greedy. I know there's stereotypes about dwarves, but I'm not that greedy.
I don't know any stereotypes about dwarves. I don't remember any.
I didn't really need too much money where I came from.
Yeah.
Though. A family looks after family, you know.
Yeah.
So
We're your family now.
that's
that?
Um,
Family.
That makes me a bit anxious.
It's
honestly.
worrying. For sure, it's worrying.
But at that note,
But you can't choose your family.
on the topic of family, there's a familiar as whiskey hops onto the table and just
Oh.
immediately starts.
Pepe hops onto your lap.
Crawls right in my lap and crushes me.
But yep, whiskey
Oh,
just sort of hops
whiskey.
on your table and just kind of like cuddles up and down and then does the two paws on top of Borla.
Yeah, this is the only man I need.
Yep.
How does that feel with actual hands, like soft?
It's great. Turns
Kitty.
out,
Yep.
so soft. Also, Pepe, so soft. He hates when I pet him. You gotta get right in there.
Wait, is Pepe up top or whiskey?
No,
It's
whiskey.
whiskey. I just either. I'm a rough petter.
There's a
Oh, sorry.
still kind of enjoys it, but is all like whoa, that kind of energy.
Oh yeah, I'm an aggressive petter.
Eventually, as the night goes on, eventually Charlie does enter, but with some few
yeah.
familiar people of the militia, and he's kind of got his arm around another one. He's telling him the stories. Oh, hello, Paula. Hello, love. Oh, it's nice to see the two of you. Borapon, you're a good lad. He's just sort of like, kind of enjoying being a part of this community for a little bit, and people are very interested, and he's a rather charismatic and large-sized individual. So you guys start to see as Charlie starts to mingle with the people a little bit, and it's kind of a nice sign as, that kind of goes on. He has stories.
Cute as fuck. Charlie, I'm so glad that you didn't get taken over by that scary rock stuff we had in the cart. Do you remember putting that rock stuff in the cart? Because I have a question for you.
What?
Do you remember in the wagon? Oh. Never mind. It was just something we were talking about between ourselves, but it's a girl thing.
All right.
It's a woman problem, so,
Okay.
good. I was just gonna ask him about the ore. If he knows where the ore went or if he took the ore.
Right, maybe in private though.
I'll ask him in private.
Maybe in private, yeah.
What?
Nothing, you're
You
good.
want a beer?
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it tomorrow. Yeah.
Why?
I was gonna take it slow, but now I feel like I need to drink.
Oh, that's a lot. There's a solid clamp on your back from him as he
Just trying to do a little
goes off and he
investigation.
starts to organize some more drinking food and festivities for the night.
I still do try and nurse it after last night. Maybe a little slower. A little slower. If I start
as-
saying anything about like going anywhere, doing anything, just tell me, Borla, stay in and
I'll
rest.
stab your hand. If you do anything, I'll look.
I mean, that'll sober me up.
And then I'll be your signal, and you'll know.
Yeah, left hand.
That's our signal.
Alright.
As the festivities kind of go on for the rest of the night, a few minutes back, as Ronaldo is currently carrying a little thing of snacks, he's kind of got the wine bottle tucked underneath his arm, and he's holding the 2 glasses in his hand. Kind of pushes the door open and starts to like set them on the table and just turns. He's like closing the door. Starts putting things everywhere away.
I slam the door.
As soon as you turn around, you are immediately tugged. As he grabs you by the hand,
Doing
he
what?
pulls you in and he sticks his hands in your curly hair and he just kisses you with extreme
I have
amount of
curly
passion.
hair?
Well, like just like the
You know, it
the-
looks like yours.
treats like your character art. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
We'll see here.
Purple hair right
It's
in
like a
there.
little twirly at the
Sure,
end.
sure.
It's beach waves.
He uses
I like
your
it,
one
I like
horn
it.
like a handle. Climbs up.
Well, as he does indeed pull you down quite a bit, but he pulls you in, he kisses you deeply, and he looks you in the eyes and he says, Donna, I've been in love with you since the morning I woke up.
I'm gonna cry. It's too cute. Stop it.
And he proceeds to open up this exquisite bottle of wine. It is like rose aromatics, just like the second it's opened. It is a very
I
beautiful
just
bottle
love
of
love,
wine.
okay?
And
No crying. No crying. Good.
You guys are on the other side of the
We're
door.
building up to this. I'm like listening with a cup to the door.
And as he downs the first glass of wine, quite a bit before he pours it, and then he pulls out a stool and he grabs his viol and sits down for a little bit. He says, "Whew, I'll be nervous. This is the first time I've been like really nervous to play a song, but this is that secret
my
project
God.
that I've been working on for some time."
You're gonna serenade me?
And while you two enjoy delicious, food and an exquisite bottle of wine, I could probably say with confidence, with your history, this is easily like the most, like, this is definitely the classiest type of wine that you've had ever. It makes you kind of curious as to like, how did he get this? How much did it cost? Kind of thing. But you spend the night listening to music that he has written specifically for you. It's crafted in the form of like a script, and it's a tale, it's a story about you. It goes down eventually to the child tiefling that pretends to be you before it comes back to moments where he's reflecting on how he's been marred from inspiration in as desolate as this tundra environment, but waking up to what he calls the violet moon, which is your hair in his face when you awoke after the ghost attack, was the moment that like inspiration was really the time that it came back to him, and even coming close to death was nothing to waking up to. And that's sort of this trajectory of the song. Before we fade to black.
Are you gonna marry Ronaldo? Please do. He deserves it. He's put in the work.
And so, if there's no any sort of specific events that anybody would like to chronicle, we all can more than welcome roleplay as much. Are you right, love?
No. I just like being in love.
No.
More verklempt.
A lot of feelings, you guys.
Talk amongst yourselves. No, I mean, retire for the evening, less drunk than the previous, but a little drunk.
Sure.
A little drunk, yeah, and I'm in the bed. I love beds. Woo!
Beds are great.
Cozy.
They're like the floor, but soft.
Warm.
So what are you thinking about Donna and Ronaldo?
Pretty cute.
It's pretty cute.
Pretty dang cute.
Ah,
I just worry, what if he like comes along with us, he gets really hurt? 'Cause he's not
right.
as,
I'm thinking
No.
about that too, yeah.
I like him, but I don't want to get him killed. We get people killed a lot.
I mean, most of the folks that have come along with us have been okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. We do terrorize Sipo, but you know, he's alive.
He did survive. That was a pretty unique circumstance. Who knew that ice giants were so cold?
Yeah, who would have guessed that? Not me.
Not me, no. Seen a few like at a distance and stuff, but not icy. Just like regular trolls.
Just regular trolls, yeah.
I tend to stay away from them though.
Mhm.
Not usually friendly. Yeah. I suppose it's nice though. To run away from some stuff, have some dark past or whatever's going on with her, and found someone here in this horrible place. I'm still down with this Icewind Dale. Terrible.
Yeah,
It's not great.
really bad.
I
Really
like
bad.
to find someone. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, it makes me wish I had someone to go back to.
Ah.
Or
Ever
someone
thought-
that was looking for me.
Ah.
That's okay. At least we got each other. I'm gonna watch you sleep. But I'm gonna think about being alone.
Yeah, we have each other. We're close. Anyway, I go to bed.
Nice, buddy. I'm still watching. Don't be worried. Just in
Yep.
case.
Yep, I know you're there.
Okay. I can feel my eyes here.
Yep.
It's great. We gently fall to sleep.
Roll me both a d20. Just roll a d20.
Well, let's see. Maybe I wasn't very good.
14.
19!
Nice.
There's a moment where you notice Borla drift off to sleep. You will see your friend for a little bit before you eventually find sleep yourself.
Okay, it's safe.
See, this is my favorite love story, is your friendship.
Eventually, morning, quote unquote, finds you guys. And you're woken up once again with the faint sort of green light of the aurora inside the sky piercing through your windows as
Woo!
you awake, ready to start your day.
Woo! Alright, I'm ready. I'm good to go. Waking up not hungover is crazy. Feels great. I want to do this every day.
Wasn't that always? No, I guess you never went to sleep, so you didn't
I
wake
never
up.
woke up before. That was the only time I ever woke up, and it was pretty bad. Now waking up is great. That's
Yeah, that's
good.
good. Good night rest. I'm good. Too
Was-
drunk and dehydrated.
Yeah, you need to drink water a lot.
Yeah.
What do you
So I got
want?
a little bit drunk last night, so yeah,
Yeah,
a little.
you were a little.
I was a little bit. I didn't
No
say anything
problem.
stupid or anything, did I?
No,
Okay.
no. We had a long conversation about friendship. It was beautiful.
Oh, good. Good.
Let's find the rest of our friends.
Oh,
I'll go
as you
downstairs and look
friends.
for people.
settle on down towards the bottom of the tavern. A little bit quieter. It is the morning, after all. But, as sure as ever, Bartamon is already at work.
Wow. Hey, buddy.
All right.
Do you ever sleep?
Morning. Yeah. Few hours.
Wow.
Used to be a soldier, so I kind of got
Tired
used to
someone.
like 4 to 6 hours at most.
Woo! Yeah, you
Yeah.
could get another bartender
I'm
here.
about to say, think maybe
That's how that
bring
works.
someone else in to help out, but
Starting to think about it, we're making a lot. There's so much I want to do.
yeah.
I do want to get that private room going.
Right.
Private room.
I think it might be nice to build just a few more rooms just to house a few more people, which would be nice. Especially if we can get like more of expansive, like some more like creative entertainment going on.
Yeah.
Maybe something Ronaldo can manage, so he doesn't have to like keep performing. You can kind of just encourage other people to do it. We can have cycling artists. Anyway, this is just me going off. I just really like
That'd be
looking
sick.
after this place.
Yeah, you could have billiards, you could have cornhole, you could have anything here. This would be cool.
Oh, I could get games.
Hell yeah.
I'd never thought of that.
Bro, you gotta get games.
I gotta get games.
Have you seen our friends? Tobias, he's like the rich
I don't
guy.
remember Tobias.
Tyrus and
And Tyrus, he's got the cat.
Uh,
Yeah.
to be
Donner
honest with
Bonner.
you, no.
Who's probably upstairs still. Have you seen any of those guys?
No. Two of the first down here.
Huh.
Yeah. Look, can I fix you guys up some breakfast?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll get right on that. And goes to the back. And there's a moment where actually it's just roll d20s.
To see how good the breakfast is.
Well, that's right. Donna, roll a d20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
16.
11.
So when you awake, Ronaldo's already awake, just kind of
Oh,
watching you sleep
I'm dumb.
for a moment, and he's just kind of got like a little bit of your violet hair inside his hands. And where's his money? And then two of you can spend the morning together for a little bit.
I'm not going downstairs for a while.
Oh,
Two of you spend some time, so for the most part, it's you two down there for a while by yourselves, as you and Ronaldo spend a nice long morning together inside bed. No adventures, no
We're also
ghosts.
hungover from that ancient wine.
Yeah. it's
We're hanging
it's
out.
strong, but it's
1,000-year-old wine.
delicious. Yeah. So, as you guys spend the morning together without any sort of outside, there's no past sneaking up on you guys. There's no monsters. There's no people. There's no tent towns.
We're just hoping our friends don't burn something down while we take a morning.
There we go.
Yeah.
To yourselves. And as you guys continue to have breakfast with very grateful Bardavon and whiskey, thinking about, I guess, the next plan to progress forward, possibly the Dark Duchess. And as you and Ronaldo spend some time cuddled up inside bed, enjoying the warmth of the room, that is where we're going to end our session today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and thank you for the follows. I think we got 1 or 2, so thank you so much. I think Orchid Twilight, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Join us again. Next game will be on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. This is the only weekend that we swap things around, do some little bit of scheduling and releasing of the escape room or whatever. This upcoming week, the Patreon is going to be released, and we're going to have a little experience onto that. And we're going to have a nice little video coming up with Hero Forge to celebrate our affiliation. I think we're going to sit down and maybe create 1 or 2 NPCs on it, so we can show you guys the whole creation process of it all. It's going to be great. But once again, thank you very much, everybody. Please be nice to each other. And we'll see you guys again soon. Oh, wait.
Oh, we're gonna do our chat?
We're going to do our DM chats, at 8 p.m. Casey and I have a fun little session where we have what we call DM chats. It's really just a place where we can nerd out. All is welcome. Come bring things out. We've started this new little tradition how we're going to randomly roll for a monster on the sheet and just build a lair and an encounter based on it.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. We got a lot of help
Yeah.
these last few sessions of
Sure.
people pitching
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
We had a look at some people's homebrew races and monsters as well. It's great. So come and join us for that. But until then, stay safe. If you love somebody, tell them you love them.
Oh, that's the lesson from this game.
And your camera went out again. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm better without a
if
camera,
you love
actually.
someone,
Yeah.